Hey everyone, Oldwolf's here.
How you doing?
I'm waiting for everybody to hop on. They're supposed to want to hop on. If they don't hop on, you're going to see a bald-headed guy with a beard with some glasses.
Yeah, I have a job. I provide.
Did Terry just pay $10 to see me dance?
Yeah. I have a job.
How you doing?
When you see the trade right, it's just me, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way I do it.
How you doing?
You realize my wife's gonna disown me, right?
See ya. Hold on. Not yet. See ya. How you doing? Time for that train wreck. Oh. How you doing? Okay, so it's time for the train wreck again. Every Thursday, almost every Thursday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I get on. I show you what I have. I show I show what books I picked up, and then we share and we talk and then we hang out for a while, right? So that's how we do it. So and I gotta turn this thing off because I'm seeing me over here on the second thing on the second monitor, so I can actually pin my StreamYard in here, and it's driving me loony. So I'm just gonna okay. So all right. So as always, I have a useless little page banner or page I put up that I worked very hard on, but it's just a bunch of people. Duh, there you go. There's a shout out page. Simple Simon, Captain Sorrow. Oh, I'm taking a drink for you. You can't see me, Captain Sorrow. Chris from Chaos and Comics. Oh, Captain Sorrow. Oh, we got people in here already. So, all right. I'm just babbling. I appreciate you guys being here. I got my books, and I was a bad boy. I was a bad boy. No, my wife will hit me hard next time later when she gets home. I was a bad boy. I picked up a bunch of books here. So let's see who's in here. Kevin, how you doing? Because of Kevin, I picked these up. And because I watched Kevin's show he did with his son, we know that there's only one cover in here and the same card. So we know that what we're getting here. I think they're going to be a bagged book for every issue, and there's going to be a different cover in every issue. And issue number 2 will have the same cover for you know what I'm saying, right? And there's going to be a different card because the cards add to a deck type of thing. And this one is the one that you don't know what you're getting, right? There's reprints in here. There's foils in here. There could be a signed book in here. There could be just a normal A cover in here. We'll find out. But that's after I do all these books. So let's say hi to everybody else in here. Oh, boom, boom, boom. John, how you doing? Yeah. Babe, how you doing? Okay, Gordon. Should I be sipping? Okay, I owe 3 sips. How you doing? Good. Because he knows, John knows, but I have a box he sent me right here, and I'm not opening it up unless I see his face on my screen. So hurry on home, John. Drive safely. Well, that box will never be opened. Okay. Oh, I got no more comments down here. Oh, Comic Chef. How you doing? Okay. Whoa. All right. So, Comic Chef, tell me right now, is it a YouTube or is it a Instagram? Because to be honest, that was all YouTube channels. Okay. So You're here. So just tell me, is it a YouTube or a or Instagram? Both. Deal. I'm fixing that. Maybe we'll do it during the show. Huh? Maybe. Okay. Yeah. Was it a good read? I did pick up a second cover from Economics and Comics. Is it Billy? Yeah, and because he had his own, and so I picked it up. It had like Kill Bill homage to it, so I picked it up. It's not here yet. It could be. No problem, man. No problem at all. You gotta tell me. I'll do it. Actually, we'll do it today. We'll do it today. We'll do it tonight. You know, just we'll do it. Okay. I got the thing here. We'll look you up. We'll do it. Make sure you're there. Okay. So, you guys ready? You guys are ready? I could say, hey, sub up. Leave a comment. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I could say that. Actually, I just did. But I would appreciate if you guys did. You ready? You guys ready? All right, here we go. Because when I get past this one, when we get past all these, then I'll pin the stream out into the chat, and you guys can hop on. It gets hard to go through getting with the with the StreamYard with people on and doing the books at the same time. I don't have the brain cells for it. Okay, so here we go. I got the books. I got the bling bling. And I got I always have a hard time saying it. I got the bags and boards right here. Okay, here we go. There's a theme on a lot of these. If you don't figure it out, you need a drink. Exactly. Okay, so I picked this one up. I don't collect the title. I picked up for the cover. I picked up the Mark Spears. This is issue 1081. Yep. I picked up the Mark Spears. One, I like his art. I know a lot of it's done on the computer or maybe whatever. That's fine. I like how he uses the colors. I like that too. So I've been picking it up, and you're going to see a number of his books in here, and he's got a plethora of different covers. I can't afford a lot of that stuff, so I'm going to miss out So if there is if you go to cover price, whatever, and this one is worth money, I probably won't have it because I can't afford it. But I bought this cover because it matches up with 1080. See what I'm saying? I can't buy one. I can't buy one and not get the other. So there you go. So let's do this up. Where's the hell's the phone? Okay. Let's hope my phone works. The camera sucks on this thing. There you go, baby. I don't see me reading this one because I don't know what the story's going on, so I'm just going to take this and go. And John, I know I missed your 3,000 sub show, which was a great show, and I'm sorry I missed it. But I am a Scotch tape guy. I am. All right, so the next one I picked up is Amelia cover by. I'm not going to be picking up the title, but I thought the cover was beautiful. Oh, how you doing, Marcus? I'm going after I go through my books. I'm going to pin the URL in the I already had the bottle of wine. The URL in the chat. If you want to hop on, though, you never do. I just want to state you never do. But if you do want to, It'll be there. Gorv, how you doing? This is always an honor to have you. Thank you. So I picked up this Supergirl Milton cover. I just thought it was beautiful. Okay, once in a while, but not as much as I hop on your channel. All right, tell me I'm wrong. I thought this cover was beautiful. I had to pick it up. I'm not picking up the series. I really don't care. She's got a new outfit. I don't care. I just thought this was a beautiful cover, and I thought I'd pick it up. Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to go through my books, and I'm going to put it out there. If he doesn't show up, I don't want to hear his mouth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love him. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to hear him. I don't want to hear the whining. There we go. Oh, never. Not as much as I go on yours. There you go. The next one is a cover by. Only because I thought it was so cool. It's a second print. I got another second print here. I even gave him a wrench. This is merely because I thought the cover was funny. I thought it was cute. I thought it was like that. It works. Second printing of DC and Sonic the Hedgehog. Number one, him in the Flash outfit. It just worked. It just worked. I'm sorry. It just worked. I thought it was funny. I thumbed through it. He doesn't wear the outfit. It's just a cover. So I thought it was funny. Next one. Okay, so all right. Next one. Still going with DC. Absolute Batman number 8. Number 8. We meet this version of Mr. Freeze was kind of freaky. I wanted the cover with Mr. Freeze on the cover. I'll find it. My LCS didn't have it. If I can find it, I'll pick it up if I get the cash for it. Oh shit, Lady F, how you doing? I'm glad you came by to see the train wreck. Park the car. Stay a while. I was going to drop this. I really was, but I read the first part of the Mr. Freeze, and I enjoyed it. And so, oh, how you doing? Oh, is it? Oh, it's okay. But it's cool, isn't it? I'm sorry, I didn't know it was his. Oh, it's Frego. Oh, I got what you're saying. I needed a translator. Yeah, it is hot, isn't it? Okay. How you doing? Okay, at least she writes doing right. Sweet. Christina, how you doing? Christina is my angel in the chat. I'll never say different. All right. Okay. So I'm going to pick it. I'm going to keep picking this up for this arc. I want to see where it goes. I mean, he told all his friends who he is, right? We know that, and his friends in the normal Batman arc are all villains. In this one, they're his buddies, and we'll see how it goes. Well, I'd rather you be safe than you be here. Just let you know, okay? Hunker down, be safe, honestly. Who is? Okay, all right, okay. Oh my God, this phone. Oh my God. Okay, so that's my last DC book. Now, this is my only Marvel title I picked up, and I'm on the edge of dropping this thing. Honestly, I really did enjoy the first arc of this, and now they're starting a second one. Wolverine. I can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, um, it started pretty good. You got a Wendigo who was a kid, and then all of a sudden, half the time that Wendigo was like, "You stay here. We're gonna go do something." And then you got the anti, like you got like the thing with the metal and Romulus and the whole night thing, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's not a Wendigo anymore. Um, it's a it's a Wendigo. Like I don't put. Yeah, sorry. Um, how do you say it when you hop on? You say it. Wendigo. Wendigo? Anyways, um, I was ready to drop this thing. So we'll see how this goes. It's on my list. That's on the fence, to be honest with you. And I don't get a lot of Marvel. So we'll see how it goes. I really thought they didn't use the character. They brought the character in and they just left him in the trailer or something. It was like it was really, yeah, no kidding, no kidding. You keep busting. That's why I love you. I do. You're like one of the best things on this freaking show on YouTube. Papa Nighty, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing? Hey, if I put the URL after all these books, are you gonna hop on? Because I never get to see you anymore. I don't even talk. I don't do Discord that much because I'm always doing something else. Never stop busting my nuts. Never stop busting my nuts. Sweet. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Okay. So that's it. That's it for the big two. DC and Marvel. That's it. That's all I got. Everything else, independence. And the big reveal of these two. Okay. From Mad Cave, I got a couple from Mad Cave. Dick Tracy number 10. I'm loving it. I like you take the Dick Tracy character that I knew from the strips and the cartoons and stuff like that, and you brought him into a real scene. Rod, when I put the URL in for StreamYard, hop on. The champ is here. The champ is here. Okay. Can't believe I just did that. Captain, my captain. I love you, I love you, you bastard. Okay. Okay, here. There's too many things going on. Okay. I just love they take those characters and they put them in an actual friggin', the 30s and the 40s noir, mystery noir, and you got the police, whatever, uh, solving a crime and stuff. I'm loving this thing. I really do love this. I'm going to keep it going as long as this title keeps going. I'm going to keep it going. Oh, it's on top. No wonder I didn't see it. Okay. All right, gotta put it down. Gotta put it up. Hope it focuses. It didn't focus. Either that's my glasses or that extra bottle of wine I had. Let's do that. It's not focusing. What the hell? All right, we're gonna have to do it by picture. Even the picture's blurry. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll put it the barcode. Okay. The next one is also from Mad Cave. All right, I got stuff in the chat. I can't see what it is because I don't like that. He likes to play it safe. What the hell? Who likes to play it safe? Well, just in case I forget about January 3rd, happy birthday. The wrong. Okay, the wrong. Okay, let's continue. Also from Mad Cave, I'm getting the Gachimon only one of only one Earth. This is number 4. They do these miniseries. This is the last issue of the miniseries. Again, they're taking battle planets as we know them in the United States, and which was kind of like edited and stuff because they didn't think we could handle actual Gachimon Japanese version. So I'm loving the Gachimon titles. So this was a side story, 4 issues. It was awesome. I don't know if they're going to do a trade or whatever, but I enjoyed it. All right, that is it from Man Cave. Next, this one is we're doing an Image now. We're doing Image. So Image just came out with Battle Beast. I don't see me picking this up. I'm not into the Invincible stuff, the whole 9 yards, but I like the gimmicks, and here's a gimmick. So I picked it up. Oh, and also with the gimmicks, here's a gimmick. I picked it up. So I picked this up. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to. I doubt it. I don't think I'm going to be picking this up. And this gives you a little, a little piece of who he is, his backstory, that type of thing. But I picked it up. I picked up both these for the gimmick, for the cover, not for the story. Come on, it's a die. Look at this thing. That's awesome. Yeah, of course. They're gonna print the crap out of this thing. Of course they are. That's why I'm picking up for the gimmick, not for the story, not for anything else other than the gimmick. I don't see me picking this up any number 2 or anything like that. What the heck? Come on, fit in the bloody thing, will you? There you go. Also for Image, which is an excellent read, number 4 of The Seasons. I didn't even think I was going to pick this up. I actually, Rod the Rican, I don't know if he's still here, brought this up, and he was going to do this, yeah. So typical for, yeah, it is typical. It is typical for gimmicks, but flashy things. It is a good read. It is, and I wasn't going to pick it up until Rod brought it up. And I'm happy he brought it up, and I've been reading it. So this is number 4. I think this came out last week. So I haven't, I'm a week behind on the read. That's not it. There you go. Geiger number 14 with the nuclear woman. This is, to me, this has always been a solid read. I've enjoyed it when it was the mini series. This is volume 2. So volume 1, I enjoyed it then. That's a little beeper. Beeper keeping flirts with you. Rosie the River. Yeah, that's actually you hit it right on. They had other covers. I bought it for that cover. I bought it for that idea that it was Rosie. I appreciate it was Rosie, you know. So because I mean she's a woman of strength in the book. She's gone through what the Geiger has gone through. Only she's had it more. Okay, and I know there's a backstory that they're gonna he's not going to agree with and stuff like that. And, they're fighting in this one. Okay, so it's already happening. But I really enjoyed the cover, and that's why I picked it up. I'm reading it. Don't get me wrong, but this cover is because of Rosie. Another title from Image that I'm really enjoying. Nope, that's not right. Transformers. There's not many books I'm picking up in this universe. I'm picking up Transformers and G.I. Joe because they're supposed to meet together. Oh, let's do that. It is a badass cover. If they have another one, you want me to send it to you? Let me know. I'll look. I'll look if they have it. Solid read, but just to say, this is number 20. I haven't. Number 19 is right there. I haven't read it yet. So I couldn't tell you. No, not the not no. The Geiger. You said I'm assuming you said you didn't get the Rosie Riveter cover. Let me know if you didn't get it. I will check at my LCS and see if he has any more. Okay, so yeah, I haven't read that one yet. No, see, it's the percent of there. Even though I'm actually pointing at Wolverine. It looks like okay. Okay, I will find out if he has more. Okay, no guarantee, but I will do that for you. Sweet. These are great reads in the trade. I would yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's a trade dad. No. I will look for you. I will let you know if he has any. No, it's all good, but that's what I do. All right. So there you go. So, but I am these do read. So let's get real. Every time there is a series that goes along, there's different arcs type of thing, right? Yes, they read great in trades. They do. But the idea is I have no place to put trades. My That's full. Up here is John, right? Oh no, right here. I got a box up there with stuff, and there is the Phantom Stranger right there that I read, right? I get no place to put it in the rack. So it's like, how you doing? I heard you. Are you okay? You had an instant that you were hurt, right? So I just want to make sure you're okay. Deal. I didn't know I had people. The boxes are over there. The trays are over there. Do you see these first two boxes? Those are 2/3 of my action. because I got the other action on the floor as part of my absolute and the numbers like 52 and stuff like that down on the floor. I'm already sending out. So and over here I have old Wolverines. I have the older Ghost Riders. I have to make room in those boxes there. See, I don't have room. So I don't buy trades. I just buy shop boxes and spread shit out. All right. So going back to this, um, enjoying the story, really am. It's worth. I mean, if I wasn't enjoying the story, I wouldn't be picking it up because there's others in this universe, and and that was the thing. I lost my train of thought. Thank you very much, lady. All right. And on the idea of image, and I know you're preaching to the crowd. I know not every book is worth it. I know. I I know. But I gotta find time. I've had these books for so long. I have to find time. Another thought. Yes, one simple thought is like a penny put on a rail. There goes the train. Again, with Image and the idea of the Energized universe, I picked up the annual. So in this one, I know there's a little piece of GI Joe in here. I haven't read this yet. Okay, so I thumbed through it. Okay, so how GI Joe ended in the last issue, it's in here. Okay, and then Energy. Okay, so this is I'm looking at this, and it has the characters from Transformers. So there's a side story from the Transformers. That's why I picked this up. I put my glasses on for people on the chat. Believe me, I know I have too many books. I would do another row of what I have, but there's not enough room to hit. It hits the ceiling, so I have to find other areas to put things. All right, so here's another Mark Spears with the okay. So there's a backstory. Okay, so Silverhawks. My kid loves Silverhawks, and to the point where I was buying characters and ships for him because he liked it. And so I enjoyed Silverhawks when it first came out. My son enjoyed the Silverhawks when he was watching it. So I picked up. So I'm picking up the Mark Silver's covers. But the thing is, which kills me, is I bought the #1 for my kid. Here, and he goes, "Oh, cool." He gave it back to me because he didn't enjoy the story. So now I'm just picking up the covers. So this is the newest cover. This is number, I don't know, Monster. What the hell number is this? Does it even say? I don't even know. It doesn't matter. I'm not reading it. He didn't enjoy it. I bought it for him. I'm just picking up the covers, aka there are multiple covers, more covers to more covers are worth more money. I'm not doing that. I thought this was cool. I just picked one up. So this was the newest version, which I think is 5. This one's from last month. This is number 4. Again, It's a, or the other way around. No. I'm sorry. This is 3. This is 4. That's right. Again, I'm just picking up for the cover. And again, they had different covers. And I'm not going to be like buying different covers for a book I don't even read. Oh shit, I do that, don't I? Okay, I'm not going to buy covers for a book I don't like. There you go. There you go. Talking about buying covers for a book I do like, which is coming up after I bag this, is Thundercats 15. Last year they had Tigra, now they have Chara. I hope I said the name right. Anyways, in this issue, Lion-O present meets Lion-O in the past, and that's the big one because he's got the eye and everything. So but I picked one up. It's over there. I haven't read it yet. But I'm hoping they do all the characters in this cover. I'm not sure who did the cover, and main cover doesn't make cover. Thanks for it really doesn't matter. Anyways, but I'm enjoying. The Tiger cover was awesome, and I'm picking up the cover so I get the set. I can put this here because I'm gonna put that away. All right. Chad's in here. Ah, how you doing? Oh, hold on. I am getting potched. I've been doing a lot of talking. Checking Roy Court. How you doing? I am Lion-O to you. I love you. Tell me why. Tell me why I am a Lion-O to you. All right. The next one from my past that I'm picking up and I really enjoy, Space Ghost. And I think there's another. I think this is the last book of this series. I could be wrong. Next, the Ultima. All right, maybe. Anyways, I'm really enjoying this, and this is like it's not the same one I grew up with. Let's go retro. This is not the same one I grew up with. This is more of they took it and made him more of a Batman kind of superhero in space, and it also shows how he got Jan Jason and the monkey. That they don't show you in the cartoons when I was a kid, they were already together. They were already the two kids were already teenagers. They were older. The monkey was there. This one that they're younger and he found them, right. They were orphaned. He picks them up. He's trying to father them because he lost his wife and daughter, and there's it brings more of a backstory to it. It makes his Space Ghost more of a grittier superhero, space cop. No, he's not a cop anymore. He's more of a space Batman, and I'm enjoying that. And if you last week I picked up the Johnny Quest Space Ghost, and they switch. I haven't read it yet. Again, I haven't read it again. But it was cool that they do a crossover, and it's funny because you're assuming Space Ghost and the kids speak English, but when they bring over, um, it's exactly what it is. Um, how you doing? Um, they don't speak English. Speak. They don't speak English. So that was a nice thing that they're gonna in the first issue, and I guess they have to work on that. So when it goes to a new writer, new artist, and stuff like that, I'll be picking it up. Okay. Okay. Next ones. Oh, Mark Spears. Ooh, that's a spoiler. This one is a second print. I never bought issue 2. I missed out. I wanted the Creature from the Black Lagoon cover. Didn't get it. So I was able to get second printings. So I picked up the head. Freshly cut. Nothing like a freshly cut. So now I can actually read issue 2, right? Because I couldn't read issue 2, and I'm always going to read issue 3. Hey, once you get past the tip. Anyways, I'm just saying. So I picked up number 2. Now I can actually read the bloody book. Actually, I got to read number 1 over again to realize what the hell I'm missing. Oh, what the hell is this? No. All right, here we go. It's over here. Okay. Now, last week I picked up a bunch of the number 4s, but I had a limited budget. You can only do so much. So I took a bunch of number 4s and put them aside. The number 4s I picked up were homages. There were homages for I don't know, number 300, freaking whatever it was, Spider-Man, whatever, and the Joker one. It doesn't matter. Anyways, so I picked up these 3. You wanna Bubba? 27 years. Okay, cool. And so I picked up. These are all Mark Spears Monsters, issue number 4. I got the cleavage cover. Okay, I'm an animal. I like cleavage. Which is kind of cute with the purple hair and stuff going on. I got the Dracula here. And I got the Mexican with the rotten face. There you go. Look at that. That thing's awesome with the gun with the freaking smoke going out there, like stuff like that. That's cool. Again, I can't jump ahead because I don't know what's going on in the books. Oh, Frankenstein in there. That's sweet. All right. That's it. I did 20 books before I even got to those. I'm a bad boy. Yeah, it makes me a male animal. I can't do it. God, that was so bad. No way. Looking at purple. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad you were looking at. Somebody had some class. All right, any Saturday live, yeah, by the bad boys and all of the bunny and friggin' love you, Buzz. I'll be back. Okay, cool. Alpha male. Yes, making me. Yeah, me looking at cleavage makes me an alpha male. All right, we're doing this now. Boom. Okay, so I just want to say, Kevin, empathy is it empathy in comics, whatever. He showed these off he made me buy these bloody things, though he doesn't realize he made me buy these bloody things. Okay, so we're gonna do this first because we know that it's cover C, and the same card is in here. Okay, it's the same card. The idea is there's only like 6 issues for the whole 5 or 6 issues for the series, and every issue is going to have a bagged book with a card because there's going to be a card game, aka like Magic or aka like Pokemon or whatever, and these are special cards. Okay, so let's open this first because we know what we're getting. Got my special scissors with the little snowmans on it. Okay, here we go. Probably won't even cut. Oh, it cuts. Wow, I'm surprised. Can we go? Yeah. Okay. So let's see if I can pull this out without. Every time his son pulled it out, he dropped the card. Oh, I'm holding the card. The card's here. Whoop. Okay. You ready? It's going to be the cover everybody sees, which is that cover right there. All right. So there you go. Cover C. The art's okay. Actually, the art, it could be is little less than okay. You know, kind of flat. Colors are flat. Inking is way flat. But who am I to judge, right? And the card is the Lone Gunman. Okay, so A is 5, B is 2, H is 13. Skill, flash bang. Deal 2 damage to a target killer. That killer and each killer beside them are now maimed. Killer control, and there's like a little parentheses. Killer cannot attack or block during their next turn. Okay, so this is like a rogue who has Sentinel. Okay, so think of that. If you know D&D, Sentinel. Okay, but if you don't, oh well, I won't hold it against you. Okay, so this is cover C. Everybody knows what they're getting. Blah blah blah. Okay, so the card, the whole freaking 9 yards is going into the box. Ah, that means a lot. See, I can't roll a dice. I don't know how to read my freaking character fucking card, but I can remember when I was a rogue. Okay, so I'm putting everything in here. I like being just between me, you, and John, and everybody else. I like being a rogue better than a barbarian. And I think I'm going to be a rogue next time if we do it. If we play another game, I'm going to be a rogue again. Okay, so we're doing this. It could be something. It could be nothing. It doesn't matter. But we're doing it. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I don't cut the book. I take my snowman. Like it's snow. Look, it's snowman. Look, it's so cute. All right, I'm going to take my snowman scissors. All right. Yeah, I think so. Are you ready? I'm going to close my eyes. Ready? Oh, shite. Okay. So this is actually a pretty good book to get. This is the Ultra Advanced Edition. So basically, #1 came out this month. All right. And this is actually #2. So I get a jump if I really give a flying fire truck on reading issue 2. And it's foily. It's shiny. How you doing? So supposedly this is a pretty good book to get because it's next month's book. Now it's like time travel. I get look, I get an issue too. Right there. Look at that. So that's cool. All right. Let's put that into the like. I mean, they have a bunch of like collect all these epic covers. Yeah, it's not happening. I don't know who did the cover. Oh, Rotley? Otley. R. Otley. Well, okay, so Ryan Otley is doing the artwork. He did the cover. Okay, that explains it. Okay. So I have issue number 2. That goes in there, which goes in here. No, none of a lot of people are getting busted corners because they're not being treated right. My corners are fine. Thank you very much. I take pride in my corners. That's it. I did 22 books. I'm adding them all. Less than an hour. Maybe I talk too fast. Okay. They're all in there. Okay. And I have to add, okay. So let's do this. I'm going to go over, okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this here, and I'm going to do a StreamYard there. And, oh God, I got to do that. Oh yeah, can we just do that? Where's the guy? Oh, gotta get a freaking email. Okay, let me get an email. Can I do it on my phone? I should be able to do pin on my phone, right? All right. No, it's not going to pin on my phone. Okay, so let's do this. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. The things I do for you guys, honest to God, I'm breaking out a sweat on my eyebrows. There's nothing worse than sweaty eyebrows. Yeah, but yeah, I guess I can do that, right? Oh, it's right here. Hold on. All right, I'm already in. All right, okay, it's like you're already in. You can't go back. You're already in. You're too far. You're committed, and I'm just doing it. Damn it, I'm just doing it now. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay. I'm going. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Copy, and I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to do that. Okay. And I do that. And then I go over here and I get the 3 dots and I say pin and I can go get rid of that and it's pinned. Look at me like a big boy. There you go. Okay. Okay. Now I have to get rid of me looking at YouTube because it's screwing me up. There you go. I got plastic everywhere. I got much better. I got my snowman scissors here. Okay, there you go. Now we're open. I know, John, you're not gonna be. I got the box right here, so I'm waiting for you for that. Okay. So there's gonna be a bunch of books I don't read. So let me just. I'm gonna pull a muscle over here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Battle Beast. I'm not reading it. I'm not doing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go. There you go. I do this, and I put it over here. This one I ain't reading, so I do this. and I put over here. One I will read. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. The others, this one I put backwards because I'm an ass. Yeah, no, I'm not rushing you, man. Take your time. But Marcus, you know, like I said before, he don't show up. Over here. Cleavage and purple hair. Over here. Number 2 goes over here. Space Ghost over here. This one, I got it already over there. Yeah, but I'm not. Chef, I'm not going to get pulled into it. I'm not. I can't. I got to be realistic. It may be it. It might be the greatest book in the world, but I'm not getting pulled into it. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right, I'm going to put this over here. Okay? Are you happy now? You got me. Okay? Okay. Back to this. Okay. I am. All right. Done. All right. This one, not reading. I bought it I bought it last month. It's already taped. This one, not reading. Barely a cover by. All right. Hey, Chef. The weather's getting warm, baby. The smoke is gonna get lit. This one, cover by. I'm gonna be smoking. I'm gonna be. I know it doesn't sound right, but I'm gonna be smoking some meat. Okay. This one I have to read because of the tie-in with the other books. This one I'm reading, yes, for sure. This one I'm reading, yes, for sure. This one I'm reading, yes, for sure. This one I don't give a flying fire truck. Isn't it? It's awesome. And like I told you last year, I get a starter smoker. You know, the thing is like, you know, but I really enjoy. I really enjoy doing. I really enjoy smoking meat. Okay, that's a gift waiting to happen. That's a short waiting to happen. Okay, I'm reading this, reading this, reading this, reading this. Not reading this. Merely a cover by because I thought it was great. He was wearing the outfit. Oh, I need tape for this one. I got a mishmash of different covers in there, different bags and boards. Beautiful cover. That's why I bought it. I'm a softie. I have a heart. Another one I'm not reading. I just went with that other cover. Oh, Cleto. Happy Thursday to you. Boom, baby. Okay, so I have a box here. Oh, over here. Oh my God. This is my box of, hey, like my box? This is my box of all the things I need to put into the wall of books. I usually call it the book of potential flame because if this thing goes up, hopefully I have enough assurance for this fucking thing. All right, so okay, so that's action. Okay, action. Okay, so I have a box over there for all the I separate all the marked spears because I know I don't want them in those boxes there. And I'm going to take these books here, and everything's alphabetical order. It was, and for some reason I have a clear backing board. I only have one, so I need to find a special book to put it in. So that's why it's separate from everything. Okay, so these didn't go in alphabetical order. I don't give it. Okay, I'm not worried about it. These books, hopefully, okay, I'm going to take them and go over there. Right? Over there. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. Take this. Put that there. Take this. Put that here. Okay. I'm done. No, I'm not done. Okay, put that there. I'll put this here. Okay, now we have to put the comic chef into oh god, I gotta get rid of that. That's so screwing me up. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go, okay. All right. So I want to share this because I want to make sure he sees it. Okay. Um, present, share screen, window, this, done. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to go to this. It's not really in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to say, how do I add? I don't know how to add. I don't know. Boom, done. Oh, that's me. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Nope. Oh, did I screw that up? Yeah. Comic Chef is there. Save all the changes. Then I'm going to send it down to me. Okay. So next show, Comic Chef's going to be there. So let's all right, hold on. Let's make sure. So I go to here, and I'm going to go to add overlay, and I'm going to go to downloads, and all files. There's the shout out, open, and okay, it should be right there. Done. So the next time, stop screen. All right. So next time, you're on there, buddy. Okay. I think one of my kids want to come downstairs to do something. Hold on. I gotta let them know that they won't be seen. They get all iffy about being seen. Bum, 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 bum. It's probably my son. and I'll send the same to my daughter. This is why this is a train wreck. Oh, shite. Okay. Oh, Retro, how you doing?
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
How's your foot?
Well, it's not my foot. It's my knee, brother.
What is it?
Again, it's my knee. I sprained it. So
All right. So how's your knee?
it's recouped a lot. You know, I'm young, so I've had,
Young. What did you do to your knee?
again, I sprained it while dancing, while celebrating my monetization. So,
Okay. So guess what?
eh.
If you're young, you don't sprain your knee dancing. Okay. Just to
Well,
let
I
you know.
did. That's what
When
the
you're old,
that's what the
when you're
doc.
old, that's when you
Well,
sprain your knee dancing.
I'm telling you the truth, but I had to go to the clinic because it was hurting bad because it cracked real loud and twisted the wrong way during the dance routine, and I'm not kidding you. It hurt like hell. I literally collapsed and started screaming. So
I
that's
think
not
you're a big
something.
wuss. I love
No,
you. I think you're a big wuss.
no, I'm serious. Like it was a sprain. Like even the clinic lady said it was a sprain. So
So,
my knee's still a bit swollen. So
so what kind of moves were you doing to sprain your knee?
I don't know what you would call it. It's like the do-up legs where they go back and forth in the knee section, like while it's standing, you know? I'm not sure how to describe how I dance without doing it, but again, I can't do it because again, my knee is still killing me. So it's just not as much bad as before, you know.
Did they give you anything for the pain?
No, all they recommended was ice. They got a routine acronym called RICE. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. That's all they recommended. So, but I guess we didn't really need anything. But at the same time, I had to elevate my leg for about 3 to 4 days. So, I was I was planning to be off YouTube for that time, and I did. For a while, I took some days resting and non-stop resting. I couldn't walk around while having used a cane I borrowed from a friend. So, couldn't walk downstairs without using a cane. So it was pretty fucking bad. It hurt like hell. Excuse my French, but
It's okay. I'm not monetized. I could kill us.
okay. But yeah, it was so painful, man. It's probably one of the worst kind of pains I've ever had in my life.
Okay,
Like,
I can see
like this is like the Oldwolf, and I'm telling everyone in chat, this is my first time ever having a sprain, let alone any severe injury at all. So I've never been injured this severely. So you gotta remember, I'm not used to that kind of pain. So it's different, you know, having to like be limited on what I can do, you know. I even went shopping today. It was a little difficult. I started to gimp in my leg from recovery. So but I had to go shopping. I needed some groceries I was missing. So I DoorDash most of the groceries I need, but I still need milk because this coming Saturday is gonna be our cereal chat. Not try to supplement, but clues to a puzzle, you know, kind of adds up.
Go
But
ahead.
also I had to get my Boston tea because it was long that and do it Oldwolf. Let me tell you something. I'm a little peeved about the Boston tea bit now because you know a 12 pack of that Boston tea used to cost $4 per pack. Guess what? It went up 50 cents. I mean
Oh,
that's not a bad deal. It's not that bad, but it just means like that 50 cents only means
is
it's
that
gonna go
because
up
of the
again.
tariff?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's never been the issue. Like they always have other stuff.
Where's your Boston tea made?
Market Basket store brand. So
Yeah, well, they just market it.
yeah, so but I'm not sure because again, it's a Market Basket branded tea, but I don't know where it's manufactured from. I don't read the label, but I could probably find out at some point. But again, I don't know why it went up. It's a store branded item. But at the same time, you got people like me who are on very low income, even with Social Security benefits. It's one of those things we fear because, again, that's something I like and I enjoy. But, you know, even though it's 150 cents, that doesn't mean it's not going to go up again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for example, my friend today, my housemate, he went to the store and bought a 12-pack of soda, which they usually can have, but not like today. And they're usually relatively like maybe $4 or $5 a 12-pack. Today, he bought a 12-pack of these and it was $6 a 12-pack. It's like, God. I mean, I get it, profit, recouping all the money from COVID and stuff, but
You
it's
realize
like,
those cans, the price of the can went up.
yeah, so
So that's a tariff thing. So you have to
yeah,
pay for that
so
aluminum.
yeah, I know. It's just it's kind of a bummer. I don't complain, but it's shocking,
You're complaining right now.
Not, well, I am kind of complaining. I will admit to that, but it's not a big deal, honestly.
Your friend bought a 12-pack of those and you stole some cans off of them?
Actually, correction, I traded one of my cans of Boston tea for this. So,
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah.
we like in this house with me and my husband, we strongly believe in the barter system. So,
Well, he's on that can. You only got one can.
yeah, he's got the whole 12-pack. I've got
Yeah.
whatever I have
Benny,
left.
how you doing? Love you,
I've
man.
got whatever I had left of that Boston tea from last week, plus the new 12-pack I bought. Oh, but Oldwolf, I do want to say I'm pretty impressed when I found a Dollar Tree today. I mean, granted, the limited edition they won't be around afterwards, but yeah, there's this craft soda company called Wild Bill's, and it came out with one of my favorite flavors of candies when I was growing up. Is the Ring Pop. They have the blue one, which is the blue raspberry, and they have the watermelon one. And these aren't energy drinks; they're literally called craft soda. So
You have to go. You have to come by my house for Halloween because we give out ring pops every year.
that's the only thing. I have bad teeth, so I can't really eat a ring pop in general. So that's why I kind of got these, because you can just slip them versus suck them on and risk biting into them.
But you don't have to bite a ring pop. You can just suck on it.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm tempted all the time. I
Oh,
have that.
That's
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm not saying everybody has this issue. So, but
We're not
yeah,
talking about everybody. We're talking about you. I'm telling you, you have to come by my house every Halloween because we give ring pops. But
yeah. Well,
you have to wear an outfit and you have to say trick or treat. I make the kids. A lot of the kids now don't do trick or treat. They just they put the bags out and think you're going to give me something. I'm like, screw that noise. Trick or treat. They have to say trick or treat.
oh yeah,
and
for sure.
I give them a ring
Yeah,
pop.
I've noticed that a lot. With guy in trick or treats, they just come to us like,
Yeah,
oh
no.
my, I'm like, the hell is this?
Oh, and their parents stand behind them, and I said, "What do you say?" And they say, trick or treat," and the parents are like shaking their heads, like, "There you go," because the kids have to know. They have to learn.
Yeah, it's like I looked at Rye. Not gonna say his name. I looked at my adopted brother, and I'm like, they don't say trick or treat anymore. And he just looked at me and goes, Jackie, I don't know. They don't ever say it around here. I says, that's weird, because when I was growing up, we went to the house and said trick or treat, let alone when trick or treat for UNICEF was a thing,
Yeah, they have to say trick or treat if they want.
Yeah.
If they want a piece of that. If they want a ring pop, they need to
Or
say
kind of
trick
in
or
general,
Damn
like
it.
say, like dang it, just say trick or treat. It's not that hard.
Sure,
I
yeah.
feel, I mean, kudos to all the kids with their skill with technology nowadays, but I think, I think, here, this is just my opinion. Y'all don't have to take it for granted into your own opinion standpoint, but I think a lot of the children nowadays are kind of de-evolving, not in that sense, but de-evolving from the classic tradition of certain things. Like, for example, trick or treat, they think they just hold that bag, they're gonna get what they want. So, but there's that. So, and to be fair, I want to answer that question passively too. I'm actually from New Hampshire, in case people are wondering. So,
I'm actually looking right now. How far I am.
yeah, I'm from a certain area in New Hampshire. I don't want to disclose. So,
Why are you wanted by the police?
no, I just I try not to dox myself in a way. So, I'm very cautious because my mother's always told me to be cautious about that. So, there have been multiple people that have actually told me to be cautious. I'm trying to take good advice. But I know my brother, and he don't mind me saying this because he's given me permission to tell people what town he lives at, because it's a pretty popular city, town, whatever, in Mass. I mean, come on, it's Boston, so everybody know that place. So, plus
All
it's a
right.
pretty
So
big.
oh, that's not right. That's not right at all.
What did you do? Spelled incorrect?
No, I put. I'm from Somerset, Mass. Danvers,
Ooh.
Mass. And it brought me. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, it's walking. That's why.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's the thing that
So
makes.
you're an hour. You're basically over an hour away. So to be honest
Yeah.
with you, um, my mother, my wife's grandparents are from Peabody, and we went there a bunch of times.
Is that like is that Massachusetts?
Yeah.
So, sorry, I asked because I'm not well acquainted with Massachusetts. The only areas I know is Lowell and Boston. I haven't really extensively gone to Boston a lot because the only time I went to Boston, on voluntary terms is like for my brother's wedding. So,
So
by the way, my brother had his wedding anniversary, I think a couple weeks ago. Well, they're doing good
congratulations.
still. So, yeah, he told me to personally say hello to you because I was telling him that I had a Portuguese friend. So he's like, yeah, tell your Portuguese friend to say hello, and that it's good that I'm talking to a fellow person from Mass. So
Well, for one, say how you doing for me,
yeah, I'll do it
uh,
like you. They're like, how you doing?
and two, you say voluntary. You've been to Boston voluntary. Have you been to Boston not voluntary?
Well, yeah, because we had to go. At the time when I went to Boston, not Boston, but Massachusetts with my adopted brother, I didn't have what we call alone time privileges here at the house because again, I'm in like a program setting. So I kind of had to go with my adopted brother, who's my provider, because again, I wasn't authorized to stay home alone or anything like that. I know it sounds crazy. It's just I don't agree with the system either, but I had to go with him because I didn't really have that privilege of alone time yet. I was kind of a newcomer to this house, also given the fact that that's how it was. So, but after that, I got my alone time privileges here at the house, and so I haven't really gone with him to that part of Massachusetts because the only reason why he went there during that time is because that's where their temple is, one of their temples of Hinduism and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's somewhere in Mass. I don't remember the exact day. I don't remember if it's Lowell. I just know my mom works in that location somewhere. But yeah, he went there to worship in his temple for festival or whatever. But I had to go. But I ultimately voluntarily went in to see what it was like, and he had to tell one of the priest guys. He said that I was with him, and he didn't mind me coming in to check it out. Neither did the priest guy. They were always open to seeing what people thought of the place, and I told them, I said, it's a beautiful structure. It's really nice. So it looks awesome. It's well put. It's well constructed. I like the artwork and everything. And they asked me what do I think about the religion. I says I have no judgment, and like that's awesome. I don't really have a educated opinion, but I do like the idea of it. That's why I told them. They didn't get offended. They're like, okay, that's fine. So, but the priest offered me a little bit of part of the blessing. They have this like sugar stuff, right? It's
Mhm.
I don't know what you call it, but they offered me this like sugar like substance. It's not actually sugar of some kind. It's like a different kind of sugar. It's just sweet like sugar, but it's different. I don't remember what it's called. They also had this little breading bits that they offered me because it was kind of a requirement to take the offering when you walked in. You don't have to
Right.
pray or anything like that, but you at least got to take part of the offering if you want to enter that kind of temple. So, and also I got the marking on my forehead because that was another requirement to be in that temple. So, but it was nice. It was the people there were real wholesome. Some of them I didn't understand what they were saying because they spoke strictly the language, um, but it was nice. Real humble people, real nice. I mean, my housemate, Dr. Bird's real nice too. He's a nice guy. All the so. I didn't have any problem going there, but at the same time, I'm now a diehard YouTuber, so now I don't even have time to go to the temple. or I'll even go out to mass, unless it's like family matters, or unless it's like an exciting trip or something. So,
but would you? Okay, so
I think I know what you're about to ask, but go ahead.
what do you think I'm going to ask?
Something to do with if I had the opportunity to come visit you or visit someone that we know here in Mass, right? Am I kind of
Absolutely
correct?
not. I was going to ask
Oh,
you that.
okay. So, what was your question? Sorry, I try to take it.
So
You're done. Hey,
you
one
you
more.
say you went to the Hindu thing, and they gave you the sugar and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
and then you said that YouTube, because of YouTube, you don't have the time to do that.
Yeah, it's like
But
also it's a pretty long drive, and also I don't think my brother wants me to go back there because again that's kind of his thing, and he knows I'm kind of different, so it's kind of out of respect.
okay, we know you're different. It doesn't matter anything.
So,
That's neither
but
here
yeah,
nor
I'm
there.
not,
I'm
and
fucking different.
other than that, I'm not really 100% on the religion, so it's probably not the smartest
Okay.
thing to go over there.
Well,
So.
that's what I'm saying. Is that something you would do if there was local and if it was, you had the time?
I mean, if it was more localized, yeah, because at least it'd be in walking distance. But like again, I really don't walk anywhere either further than a few miles because again, my knees and this sprained knee is a good example of that. So, like, I was only dancing a little mildly and my knee got sprained. So that kind of proved my point about my knees being bad in the beginning. So,
Okay.
so. Trust me, if I had better health with my knees and joints, I would walk all the time, everywhere. But I'd even ride my bike. I have a bike that pretty much got broke because it was sitting there, and I think they accidentally hit it with the car in the garage because the lights in the garage weren't working for some reason, and they kind of like bashed into it by accident. So I'm not asking them to pay for it because that's not their fault. Even though they hit it, it still doesn't. I
Whoa,
have a under.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Let me. I know what you're gonna ask. Let me explain. Um, I mean, yeah, it would be kind of their fault, but at the same time, I'm not bothered by it because again, I know my knees are bad and I can't really ride the bike either, or there's really nowhere I can go. But at the same time, yeah,
Those are two separate things.
uh,
Okay. I assume it's their garage.
is their garage.
It would be their light bulb.
Yeah, they got it fixed recently, but not
Right.
recently. They got it fixed
So
afterwards. But
their light bulb was not working.
yeah, there was something wrong. It was like flickering. It was about to go out. I think something like that. They had to replace the light bulb. So
Their vehicle went to their garage.
yeah, and hit the bike. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all on them. It's not.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
It's
I'm just saying that's two separate things. You said,
I got the bike for free, and the family that gave it to me were just getting rid of it anyway because they got a better bike anyway, so it all worked out. They're not asking me to pay for anything. I actually told the family that the bike got hit, and they're not too broken heart about it either. So
Of course they're
the
not.
bike, because actually the bike they gave me was having a little bit of problems, and they tweaked it a little bit to where it'll work, but the fan that gave me knew it was gonna foul up eventually, and I was aware of that because they told me. So doesn't bother me because at least it did, you know what I'm saying? At least I was riding it when it
Oh, I'm
fouled
glad
up.
I'm totally glad you weren't writing it when they hit it.
No, what I'm saying is when the bike would have had mechanical issue of some kind. That's the only thing I have to say.
Oh, I thought it was when they hit the bike.
No, they did, but I'm saying the family that gave me the bike initially said that there might be a time where it gets like worn out or something, and it may not. Whatever they did to fix it.
Yeah,
when they
it's a
first gave
hand
it
me
back.
down. It's a hand me down, and if anything would happen after that, it would be up to you to go to pick up
Yeah.
a patch or a tire or whatever.
Or something to repair, but again, don't have the money to. So I mean, we have a local bike shop, but it's expensive. Like we're talking very expensive.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that you have them fix it. It would be like you buy the parts and you fix it yourself.
Yeah, but again, I mean, like the parts are expensive, is what I'm trying to say. Like around here ain't cheap, so especially at a bike store like that. So, I mean, half the pawn shops in this town have closed down due to overpricing, but for some odd reason, that bike shop's doing good for business, even with the prices in there. So, I think the main reason,
Pawn
I mean,
shops, the pawn shops are closing because of overpricing.
no, the pawn shops, yeah, pawn shops.
I would think the pawn shops are probably closing because they have like they buying stuff that they shouldn't be buying.
Yeah, that too. So, I, yeah, I tried to tell the guy at the podcast, I'm like, dude, I know I'm young, you're an old man, you know what you're doing, but there's certain shit in here that's not going to sell. And he respected me. He didn't disrespect. He's like, okay, I see what you're saying. But he knew he was kind of desperate to get good stuff in and sell. So it was one of those situations, and I get it. You know, when it's hard to make money.
I'm thinking your pawn shops, your local pawn shops are buying stolen goods and they're reselling them.
No, there was no stolen goods involved. Like they have in a lot of times that when their stuff is sold, it's like junk. So it's like crappy junk. So stuff, not like trash junk, like that kind of junk when when it's empty and stuff. A lot of their stuff is like, what am I looking at for examples? Like a Kindle Fire that's malfunctioning, stuff like that. So, and no, they didn't have that there. I'm just using that as an example. They had a lot of pretty cheapo, like not so refurbished goods in their store. And a lot of times when people went to buy something, they had to return it. And each pawn shop had a money back guarantee because of the risk of it. And there was all that crap. And several pawn shops closed because some of the stuff they were getting in those pawn shops were not 100% like quality. And people were returning them saying, hey, this is all broken. Why'd you sell me this? So that's one.
So they're not testing the equipment before they buy it?
Yeah, that's one of the things I think.
So they're just taking. So somebody's coming in for face value. Here you go. They get $20, and that's it. So for me, I'm saying those things are stolen goods, and they're buying the stolen goods for cheap, 10 cents on a dollar, and then they're putting out there because they're not testing them.
I mean, a lot of times when stolen goods are stolen this time sold, the police are contacted immediately. We have a good police force for that at least. So. I mean, yeah. My other bike was stolen. That's why I have this new one that got broke. And the police were informed immediately, So we had 2 people that went to the same police station for that matter. It was the church people that saw the bike get stolen that made it there. And I also reported it. But that was 2 separate times that it was reported. Like the church people actually reported it over the phone to the police. And then the next day, me and my adopted brother went to report the bike being stolen. So that was kind of the ordeal of it, and the police were on the case right off the bat. But again, that's one of those things like you don't always find the stolen bike because a lot of people repaint it, add new pots. So, but when it comes to like stolen like goods like a Kindle Fire and all that stuff, those are easy to track down, especially in this small.
Why do you say that easy to track down?
Well, given the fact that we live in a small, little, quaint little town, and half the time when stuff is stolen, it's usually by someone that's homeless or someone that doesn't have a good like transportation. Normally they stay local and are easy to track down. That's how it is. So,
but how would you track it down? Somebody is selling a X, unless there's like, information back into that, like a serial.
Like there is like more. I'm gonna tell you right now. Most people around this area also are pretty adamant about their devices. So I know my neighbors are because they have their serial numbers written down and stuff. I'm not even joking about this. They have serial numbers written down because of this incident that happens on occasion. So, if anything, they have that serial number written down, and the police are given that information offhand, because I actually had a friend here somewhere in town. I don't remember if he still lives here or not. My friend Kenny Foster. He doesn't mind me saying his name. He's been on YouTube a couple times. He actually doesn't care. He had something stolen of his, and he actually wrote down the serial number because I'm the one who actually recommended he write down the damn serial number. And coincidentally, they found his stolen item, and it was exactly where you would think in a pawn shop. So
There you go. And then that pawn shop gets closed down.
yeah, so well, it eventually got closed down. The police gave him a warning. The police gave him a warning and said, "Hey, you need to be careful what you're selling." So, and he got like,
if it happens once. If it happens twice, what happens?
yeah, it happened about twice. So. And that's what happened in, yeah, I think that's what happened to all our pawn shops. Because I think they got, one of them got warned twice. I think the one's got a little leniency due to their business, but at the same time, they only got 3 warnings each. So, but yeah, so I don't know, but I do know that most of our pawn shops were closed down for reasons. So, but yeah, that's the thing about it, is that it's a shame. Like, that's the reality of things. I actually liked going to over half those pawn shops because aside from the electronics, they had a lot of collectibles, you know, and they were legal purchases, the collectibles. Those were stuff that an old man collector or someone would come in and sell because they're selling their collection that they've had years. So, and they've had, and normally those kinds they'd have documentation for. So. I mean, how can you argue with someone that has like pictures from their collection on their shelves with them in the picture? You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, the electronics has been the main issue with our local pawn shops closing down regarding stolen vehicles. So, organized then, all of them. Yeah, I hear that. So, but yeah. So, but yeah,
he's Chad's actually watching.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I would feel bad for you if you didn't have like someone watching. You know,
I know.
I mean, I can clarify for you. You have 7 people watching according to my computer, and you have 15 likes. So good for you, buddy.
I do have 15 likes. Oh,
I mean, I'll reload the page and kind of clarify. Hold on, because I've had this open for a while. Let me
Retro, put a comment in there.
I mean, okay, hold on. I'm just reloading the screen to make sure that you. Yeah, hold on. I'm just reloading the screen to make sure if you actually do have 50 or more. So
okay,
okay, you're gonna be really happy. You have 20.
Awesome.
But yeah, just to clarify, you have 20 likes.
Okay, you put a comment in. You could put a comment in. I'm gonna go pee. Okay.
Okay. I don't know why you want me to put a comment, but okay. I don't know what to type either. So, a simple hi will do. Hi. So. Yeah. So, and sorry guys if I don't know much about pawn shops and how they're closed, but I know that that's one of the reasons. So, again, I'm not too educated on pawn shops. Never owned a pawn shop, so. But wait, if I remember correctly, Barbarian Kung Fu, that's the Chad guy, right? Hey Chad, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. So, I hope I'm not lagging on my screen either. So. Chad, how you doing, buddy? You were the guy named Chad, right? The Chad Libs. Sounds like Mad Libs in a retro rhyming sense, but yeah. I occasionally hold on, not near it says I occasionally check pawn shops to see if they have any comics. Yeah. The only places I've actually checked for comics really is like these thrift stores, you know? Like when I went to, I think it was, oh wait, I'm amazing, buddy. Thanks for asking. Good to hear it, Mr. Chad, Mr. Barbarian Kung Fu. Everybody with Kung Fu fighting. Sorry, I got that song stuck in my head. But yeah, only time I really like the shop for comics is either at like a local comic book store or a local collectible store. But the bummer is that I don't get to go to those places much because of our shopping route being the way it is. So, what is Barbarian Kung Fu saying? I buy most of my musical equipment from pawn shops. You see, I don't buy musical equipment. What I like to do is go to our local music store, which I think is still open. I'm pretty sure we got a music store still open that's been open for a while. We got a music store here in town called Skeletones. And I actually know the owner guy. Pretty cool guy. He he actually sold me a cassette player or two, so, and they were good cassette players. So,
Yeah,
only because
but Chad's saying that he buys most of his stuff from pawn shops.
yeah, I don't like. Yeah, after a while of noticing the kind of stolen good bit in the pawn shops closing, I stopped buying from pawn shops. That's the thing. I try not to buy from pawn shops anymore because of that paranoia. But I like the thrift, just not pawn shops. There are certain things I'll buy at pawn shops, but if that, but I'm kind of skeptical and paranoid of pawn shops now because of what's been happening with them closing, what I've heard. Not even just from you guys. Like, I got told by some adult friends I know from town, like the guy from the music store. They actually told me a couple times why certain pawn shops in town are closing, and it's very similar to what you guys are saying. So, so with that being the case, I'm just not I'm not on board with the whole pawn shop. If I'm gonna get something thrifty, I'm gonna go to a thrift store where that stuff is donated like legally and meant to be, you know. Because someone's not gonna donate something they stole. If anything, they'll probably try to sell it off. You know.
But they'll donate it if they can't sell it.
Oh, good point. Good point. But I don't know. But there hasn't been any issues with the thrift stores getting stolen goods, so at least not to my knowledge. But
So are you all done with your Coca-Cola, and you're gonna start opening a Boston tea?
I love that you said that, but I got something else in mind, brother.
Oh my god!
Like what I got, right?
No, I don't know what you got.
Oh come on, man. Come on now.
Come on, tease me. Don't tease me like that. Just tell me right now what you got.
Oh come on,
tease
me.
You get some ginger beer?
Fun, though. Yeah,
you get some ginger beer?
See, you lied. You knew what I had, you son of a gun, you.
You son of a gun.
That's
the nicest thing anybody ever told me. I'm a son of a gun.
Yo, what are you?
Next time you call me a son of a bitch, though I know my mother. But anyways, yeah.
No, I'm not. Out of respect, I'm not gonna lie to you. Out of respect for your mother and all the other people, I have respect for them.
I have a lot of. I have a lot of respect for my mother, but my mother would be like, yeah, okay.
She may be fine. I still don't say that because I got a mother that if I ever call myself a son of a bitch, I feel bad for my mother.
Okay. You want to hear a story? Yeah. You want to hear a story?
Oh, we're getting the story time now. Do I need hold on. No. Do I need to pull out the little mat and carpet where I can take my nap? I'm just kidding. That's what we used to do.
Okay. So when I was a kid, we're going back to my mother. Okay.
So I'm on mute.
I was probably not even 10 years old. All right. And my mother brings this up all the time. So we were leaving my grandfather's house. And there was I remember being at a gate because it was a galvanized fence. And for some reason, she called me a son of a bitch.
Hold on. What kind of fence?
Galvanized. It doesn't matter. That was just a little piece of the whole story. Okay, you ruined the flow. You ruined the goddamn flow.
I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, so my mother for some reason called me son of a bitch. I said, and I wasn't even 10 years old. And I go, yeah, I'm the son. She still brings that up today. And I'm going to be 60 years old this year. She still brings that up.
Yep. That's a true mother right there.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying that about my mother. It's like, yeah, that's what my mother would tell me.
Yeah, well, I don't think my mom would mind, but again, I'm just, mutual respect situation. I was raised to be respectful, But I don't think my mom would mind.
No, whoa.
No, I'm not saying that. Jesus, don't put words in my mouth.
My mother, I love her. She's my mother. Called me a son of a bitch. So. And being the way I am, even before I was even 10 years old, I said, yeah, I'm the son. And I went to her and looked at her.
Yeah,
I'm respectful, But she threw out. She opened that door.
Yeah.
You open that up. The door is there. You open the door. If
Well, I'll let you
if
know
I
what my
if I
mother
don't
does.
walk through
Okay.
that door and and say something, shame on me. Okay. She threw the ball. I caught it. I need to throw it back at her. Shame
Well,
on me if I don't throw that ball back at her.
well, the day that my mom says the son of a bitch bit, I will say it back
Yeah,
with
all you have
respect.
to say is, "I'm the son."
But she hasn't said it yet. That's the thing. I think she's been really cautious about saying it, though.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to hold on to that, you know. But a part of me thinks they're waiting for the perfect timing.
No,
The
yeah,
perfect-
yeah. I have a Portuguese mother. That's a Portuguese mother. That's the
Mine's
first thing.
Irish.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine's
That's why.
mine's Irish and Scottish, so
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
not gonna
think
happen.
that's
That's
gonna
not gonna. That's
happen.
prim proper.
You're right. That's probably not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that's prim proper. They're not gonna do that. My mother's Portuguese. She's gonna say it like I do it. I say it straight. She's gonna say it straight, and
I
she's gonna
mean,
like if
does
I
it make a difference
piss
that
her
my
off,
mother? I mean, hear me out. Does it make a difference that my mother's a diehard New Englander? Though? Does it make any difference? Because I
it makes her
like
sturdy, strong. Uh,
and very sarcastic.
yes, sarcastic.
So trust me, I know my mother very well. She got that sarcasm. I mean, granted, she has like a California mother girl accent, but dude, like you talk to her, even with that accent she's got from Cali, you feel her sarcasm within her speech. You're like, you know. So, but she's funny. She's also got this a talent with being able to use dark humor, um, effectively. You know, her dark humor is like on point. Then again, I got a friend next door who's got dark humor that she's got competition with. So I actually let her know, like, my friend sent me a couple of memes that were pretty dark for dark humor. I asked her, I said, can I send these to my mother? He's like, why? Any particular reason? I said, what is that problem? He says, no, I just want to know. So I told him, I says, my mom's like claims she's the best at dark humor. He's like, well, let's try to prove her wrong. So I sent her the message with the pictures, and she said, oh, I told her, you got competition for the dark humor category. Sent her the pictures, and she's like, okay. That's all she sent me, though. She didn't send me anything after else. She said, okay. And then later she sent me cute, which is one of her main words she uses. So,
Cute.
yeah, what my mother has a tendency when I pull something funny or sarcastic, she goes, cute. So, that kind of phrase, you know?
That's what I'm saying. My mother would never say cute.
Yeah, well, again, my mother's from Cali originally, so that's kind of a Cali thing, I think. So, California.
That's very restraint type of thing.
Well, I think mainly she has restraint because most of her kids are like with autism and stuff. But I've told her, like, you don't gotta show restraint, mother. Do what you gotta do. But for some odd reason, she still shows restraint. Like, even when, like, I've noticed when I've asked her for money, and my brother just told me today, don't be asking for any more money. And he wasn't even mad at me. He just told me, yeah, she's struggling. Don't ask her for money. If anything, ask him. So I said, okay, that's just the confirmation I need to ask you. So, um, I've noticed like she doesn't like to say the word no to someone like me or anyone in her house. And I've been
Because
trying to,
she's your mother. She's not going to say no to you.
I know, and I get that, but the thing is like I've told her, like, if you can't do it, don't do it.
Yeah, but
So
the thing is, you need. Okay, I love you, right? I'm going to
yeah,
talk to you like I talk to my kids. You need to step up on your own.
yeah, I know. I'm trying to work on it. So
Okay, so I know you're in the place where you are, and
yeah,
you get assistance, whatever you are. Okay, but
so
is there any way that you can make a buck on your own?
yeah. In the summertime, when I work on my friend's lawn, and so far she hasn't needed help yet because it's been kind of damp. My neighbor said once it dries up around here and the rain kind of subsides, where we can actually work on our bushes, that's when I can do it. But then
Yeah.
again, I'm still waiting for my knee to recover, so
Okay.
that's kind
Again,
of the setback.
I'm
So
going to go. I'm going to go further than I should, and I
yeah,
apologize. Is there a limit
okay.
how much you can make on your own to be able to get assistance?
Yeah, there's about like I think the limit is about it's somewhere ranging between 500 and 1,000. I think nothing past
A
500 or
year
1,000.
or a week?
That part I'm not sure about. That's why I'm a little paranoid to make more
But
than I
so
do.
if you could get a job,
Um,
again, I'm going further than I'm supposed to, and I apologize.
no, don't be apologetic. I get it.
Only
I
because
get this all the time.
I'm
So
talking to you and to better you. Okay.
yeah. So
And when I get drunk, I get really like this, and I apologize.
and it doesn't seem like you're drunk though. So continue.
No,
So,
I'm not. I'm not like full of myself.
you're just buzzed. It's okay. Continue.
If you got a job testing like a game or something on your own,
That would be nice, but again, I don't know what's the range of what's allowed. No one ever
well,
told
that's
me.
what I'm thinking.
So.
That's what I'm thinking. You can get a job. I mean, there's jobs out there like testing a game on your own.
Like beta testers and stuff. Yeah, like game testers or beta testers, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I mean, that's nice, but I don't know. Again, there's the factor of I don't know how much I'm allowed to make. So,
Well,
and I've tried doing research. I've tried asking people in my community partner setting. They have not responded to me on that. They're like, "Yeah,
well,
your best bet is to stay at the situation you are." I'm
no,
like,
that's not the best. That's the easy state. That's not it. What you
it's
need.
like
Look again. I'm talking to my kid.
no, no, like Oldwolf, I am in agreement with you. There are better things I could be doing right now. So
When did this become pawn shop talk? Like you guys,
hello, John.
It's just
John,
always porn shop
it's a
talk.
goddamn comic book YouTube channel. Where are the fucking books? You guys killing me with this. Come on, you guys.
okay. All the time to change
Comics.
the yeah, he's right. John's right. This is a fucking comic book channel. We
I know
messing
it's
up
a
so
fucking
bad.
train wreck, but god dang it, do you have to drive into the curve, my guy?
I mean, it was his fault. He named the train wreck. I blame him
See?
for that one.
A box to unbox. Look, I got new comics that I picked up. Like let's get into books. How about
All right, let's do it.
You do that. I
son
think
of a
that. Sorry, buddy.
No,
But
it's not you. It's Tony. It's always Tony's fault. Come on.
is it really one of those when done blame Tony? Okay.
Yes.
Well, either way,
yes. He knows this. It's in his intro. You see the train wreck? It's what I am. It's how I do it.
okay.
That's
Well, while
Tony.
you two do that, I think I did have a couple of showcases that I wanted to showcase. I just don't.
Why don't you tell me your showcases that we wanted to show off?
Man, I'm autistic. I get distracted.
You have to look, Tony. Look, I get it. You don't want to drive your own YouTube channel, but sometimes, bitch, you got to steer a little bit. Just.
I didn't know he had a fucking boat to steer.
Stop this whole Jesus take the wheel thing. It's not working.
That's what I do.
No, just my guy. Just put one hand on the wheel at least.
Okay,
just one hand is all I'm asking.
Seriously. I'm done being your autopilot. Take the wheel, please. I need to go grab.
Make yours a little bit bigger, right?
Me?
And then open a box here.
Yeah, make yourself big. Showcase yourself. I still have to see what I have to showcase because I know what they are. I just don't.
No.
Yeah.
There it is.
In all actuality, I've been waiting for John to open this freaking box up. Okay.
I'm sorry that it's like I got to work.
Yeah, I don't blame John for that. By the way, John, you're like the third John I know on YouTube. Just saying.
You know what? I know a lot of Chads. There's one right here in their chat right here.
Yeah, the barbecue food. I was gonna pull like that movie with Drew Barrymore and stuff. The Charlie's Angel when the guy goes, "The Chad is great," but I'm not gonna do that. But I feel like that may bring up some stuff. But oh, good old Sharpie. That's like what my mother says. When in doubt, use duct tape.
Well, I don't want to make sure that I don't know if John wants his address all over the place. So
no, I got you, but it's one of those situations.
Flashing my shit all over town.
So, but yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you do it. I'm gonna go find whatever is always good showcase. I just gotta look for it. So sit tight. Or you two do your thing. So I'll be right back.
He's here. He's here, but you just go ahead, Tony. Stop being a passenger on your own goddamn YouTube channel.
I don't know how not to be a passenger on the
Open the freaking box.
Okay.
Open the box.
Maybe I need to say it. Tony, show your shit.
There it is.
It's fine.
See?
I love you. Just show your shit, please. Yeah. Mwah.
We're still waiting.
Too,
You're
brother.
just it's
Just
not
a
going to
tip,
open
brother,
by
just a tip.
osmosis.
There you go. Show your shit.
All right. So John sent me a box, a huge box, priority mailbox.
Yes, sir.
And in this box, John, what's in this box?
I'm not going to tell you. Open it and find out. No, so it's a mix of things. You won a prize in my 3K giveaway. And I was also holding a bunch of stuff for you that was some stuff that was mine that I wanted to pass on, some stuff from our friend Ruben Guzman that you had said, oh, I really could use that. Yep. So it's a whole mash of stuff. And then I just throw some fun stuff in because, you know, why not? You can fill out the box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a heavy box.
I can't remember. Did I write on the top or the bottom open here? I didn't do any of that, right?
Not yet.
That doesn't really matter.
I squiggled. Oh, there's bubble wrap.
Yes, I try to protect things.
Oh shit, motherfucker! Oh, even from your brother gift. I'll wear these tomorrow.
There you go.
Okay, I'll wear these tomorrow. Ready? Oh shit! The shit falling all over the place. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
You tell me there was stuff like all over.
I'm not. You know, I'm no slouch. I try to spread some wealth.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I have some official socks.
Yeah. I can't remember it's like a racing company or a car company. Aston Martin. There it is.
That's
the James Bond car. Yeah.
James Bond car. I'm wearing these tomorrow. And I got a John's Comment with Kids sticker.
I mean, you got to get a sticker.
I have Daredevil for President. Justice is Blind.
That's pretty fun. So I bought a whole bunch of those of different heroes. I thought you'd like the Daredevil one.
That's awesome. I get a pack.
Didn't I send you a Dead Man one at one point?
No, you haven't actually.
I thought I sent you a Dead Man. Maybe I'm just thinking of something
else. The Danger Gang. I'm going to put that on something.
That's from a book series that a friend of mine wrote, The Danger Gang. But it seemed to fit you in general.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I got a. It's from Target. Target only at Target.
Exclusive. Funko. Yeah, I thought, hey, just throwing a Funko Pop for the guy.
He's shiny.
It's a shiny Joker. I didn't know if you liked Funkos or whatever.
Yeah, I got a few. This is a great read. Did you read this?
I have. I've actually got a couple of. I think I got 2 trades to give away and one that I've kept for myself.
All-Star Superman. This is actually
that was part of the prize. Yeah, that was part of the prize. So if you want to pass it on to somebody, you're welcome to send it around if you've already read it and already own it.
Yeah, I own the floppies. I have all the floppies.
And with the movie coming, you know, it's a good one to reread right now.
Okay, so okay, this is just packing. Shit, motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna put this box down. Okay. Okay, here's the first set. Oh, it says Tony. Okay. Pull tabs. Thank you very much. I appreciate pull tabs. Actually, 20 cents are here.
Hopefully you need a bunch of these as far as the giveaway prizes. I know you collect a lot of, you know, Silver Age PC stuff, so you may have a bunch of this already.
Yeah, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
They've been ready for 1 hour and 54 minutes and 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Hold on, I'm a cat. No, don't you dare! I'm gonna kick you out of here.
No, Mama Cat, don't throw Mama Cat out.
She's trying to get at the screen.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
I'm gonna knock the screen out of the dang window. She's trying to fit between the glass of the window and the screen.
The Devil in Paradise, number 54. Oh,
yeah, cool cover.
I love that. Fuck yeah. Oh, another one.
Oh, I love that one. Great cover.
Oh,
is that Dead Man behind him?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you'd dig that one.
I actually I gotta look. I'm taking control of Aquaman's body, and anyone who tries will try to stop me. Exclusive, original story. I think it is. It has to be. Take control.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. Ready? Here we go. This was
I'm back. What I miss? But did
Not much. He's finally opened the box.
okay.
100
Oh.
pager.
There's a bunch of those 100 pagers that I was like, I don't really collect these, but maybe Tony likes. Some of them are pretty old, right?
Look at
They're not
that.
all brand new, right?
You got some Justice Society in the bottom.
Nice. My dad was into Superman a lot, but I'm more into Batman. So
This is so sweet. Oh my God! I'm looking at these.
Ooh. There's an ooh in there. Okay.
So these are not like stuff you don't have then. Okay. Good.
Ooh.
I don't give a shit if I had triples of these. I would still.
There you go. I like
That's
that.
cool. I like that one. That one looks cool.
I love this old DC stuff. Oh.
There it is.
Oh yeah, the Dome Patrol. That's one I'm not too educated about, but people be talking about Dome Patrol. I'm actually quite.
It's like misfit. It's like misfit freaking superheroes, basically. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
And see, I had a bunch of this kind of stuff in my collection that doesn't really fit my collection, and I knew that there were people like you out there that would really appreciate it. So this is a good prize to go to you. This is perfect.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at this. I'm like, fuck yeah. Nice. We'll find us 220.
Yeah. I thought that cover was cool too. That's not the Swamp Thing though. I don't know who that guy is.
I don't know either.
It's not?
No, I don't think so.
No. But was it Swamp Thing DC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
but
a DC character, but that's not him.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, this fits my collection. This is this. I appreciate. Oh, look at this one.
Wait, what is that? Hold on. Can I see? Can I read the cover, please? This looks like one of those.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
It says, "And now Earth is ours." He says, "Aquaman, help! I can't see." Huh?
Yeah. The alien's walking away, so like satisfied.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Oh, this is beautiful.
While he looks at that, I forgot to grab my ginger beer.
Oh yeah, Supergirl.
Oh yeah, everyone be liking Supergirl. She cool.
So now I got
a question regarding Supergirl and Power Girl. Is there a difference between the two?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
So let me see if I can explain it, because I suck at this stuff. They're basically two different versions of the same character from different verses, right?
Yeah,
they're both Kar-Zor-El, and in one universe, the big difference in one universe, she got boobs, and in the other universe, they haven't arrived yet.
Oh, okay.
Is that right, Tony?
I don't know. I
literally
don't know. Again, like that's okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Are you ready, John? And
Are you ready? Oh, Chaos is in this.
Pomp thing? Crunk King? What?
He's joking about how it's not Swamp Thing, it's Crunk King and Pomp Thing.
I'm a. All right. Well, if we're gonna get Crunk, how about this shit again?
What happened? What did I miss? I will sell most of my music to pawn shops for drugs. There you go.
He says, "I sell most of my music just I put the parts of the tracks." Oh my god! Joanna.
I love
Joanna.
I do. I just love that bastard. Ready?
All right. Go ahead. I won't go and get my ginger beer yet. Go ahead. So, what is that? Oh, I love the design.
I think you said you needed that cover. It completed some set you had.
There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
These are some of the Ruben Guzman books you asked for.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Ready for the next one?
Yeah. Ooh, that's what is that Samurai? Ooh, that reminds me of one of the Wolverine movies. One of them, anyway. I can't remember which one. That involved Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Next, but he tried to be cool, like so.
That's a cool one.
Oh, that looks cool. Wait, Magneto has like those 2 horns on the cover on his helmet?
He always had.
Oh, well, I didn't notice. Because he always showed it from the side view, so it always looked like it belonged there, you know?
Ready for the next one?
Swipe. There you go.
You gotta put germs on every book.
Did my
That's
book?
Mr. Sinister. I know that guy.
It is indeed, Mr. Sinister.
Well, okay, but can I make a confession on how I know him? The only reason why I know him is from the Deadpool game for, I think, 2016. That Xbox game. The Deadpool video game. They mentioned Sinister in that. But
he hasn't played a massive role in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
he's a minor villain, even in the X-Men universe.
Yeah,
Ready for the next one?
Next. Flip.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. X-Men Assemble.
One of those Spider-Man booth books.
Yeah.
Wait, where's
it's still
wait, you say Spider-Man. Where's Spider-Man in that cover?
no, on the back.
Spider-Man booth.
That's Spider-Man booth on the back.
It comes from a certain company.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm not well educated on this. Luckily for you guys,
you're good, buddy. You're good.
Oh my God.
He's got an oh my
there
God.
There it is. Now we found some stuff that he actually likes.
Oh my God. He got an oh my God in there. Just a heads up. Yeah. Oh, you gotta love Colossus.
Look,
is that no, not Colossus.
Chaos.
Galactus.
I get that he had a role to play in Krakoa, but I do feel like they consistently undercut him in that series, and he get to finish it out. They gave him the Sinister War and all that kind of stuff, but I do think it was downplayed. Is he a top 5 X-Men villain? I'll have to think on that.
Yeah, and but just a heads up, I do have a comic book to show, but I'll wait because he's in his best moment right now.
The problem is my favorite X-Men villains are also like anti-hero good guys, so I struggle with that.
He became a super guy is what he's saying.
I mean, for a moment. And I wasn't like long term. All right, what do you got, buddy? Let's see.
Next.
You look excited though, Tony. I like the look on your face.
That's an excited look, but he does look kind of oh my God-ish. So
heck yeah.
Oh, Captain America.
Early Cap and Falcon. What is that? 118, 119?
119.
Wait. That's Marvel, ain't it?
I would definitely say Magneto, Mystique, and Emma Frost would probably rank highest for me. Apocalypse would be top number 4 right there. So those would be pretty set at this point for me.
This is a beautiful cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daredevil. I like that. Like his law.
Bendis era. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that it's like he's got.
I think you said you needed that issue.
Is that like gold style sleeve arms sort of deal? Looks gold.
You could say the same thing about Magneto, Chris. Like it becomes a slippery slope. I feel like.
I mean,
do you guys not a villain anymore?
I mean, in my opinion, do you guys see the touch of gold on his sleeves? That Daredevil.
Yeah, that's the yellow suit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I mean, yellow wasn't my favorite. Huh?
Do you like that suit?
I do, and yellow is not really my biggest color, but I do like that suit.
There you go. The original.
That's awesome, dude.
That's the original suit.
Dude, y'all make me want to try to get these figures, man. Start playing them on a Sunday. So, dude, y'all just trying to get me to get back to my childhood memories, you know. All right, continue, Tony. What? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
That's number 2.
Just a quick. No, he's got one more than mine.
That's number 3.
He's got a lot more.
Oh, it looks like he does. When he gets to his pause, I'm gonna tell you guys my favorite memory regarding Spider-Man. So
number 4.
Oh yeah, Doc Ock. For a moment, I thought there was just metal bars came thrown on, but I looked closely at the pictures. So no, who we got in here? We got
everybody.
I know I'm trying to name them all for my nods. We got James. Is that Joe Jameson with the haircut there? We got Joe Jameson. We got Kingpin, Doc Ock. Yeah, a lot of these I don't know.
Not Hammerhead. What is that guy's name? Is it Hammerhead? It is Hammerhead.
That's Hammerhead. I remember him because of reasons.
I don't think any of them are the man wolf, but they do look like wolves. There's a couple.
I mean, I also don't see the lizard on there, or Or
No,
like
these are some weird villains for the most part.
I mean, is that silver guy? Could that be Scorpion? In a
I
new
think
suit?
Danny DeVito's in the bottom left there somewhere.
Danny DeVito.
All right, Retro, you want to say something? Well, I reached down to get the other set, bundle.
Would you
Why
be
does he have to say
obliged?
something? Why do you put him on the spot? That's not fair.
No, I actually told him I wanted to because
There's more. There's an action figure on. Oh my God.
like there was actually something regarding Spider-Man I want to say because it was a nice little memory I remember from my childhood. My mother, when it became hard to decide what his kids wanted for Christmas and stuff, she came up with a fantastic idea regarding superheroes to kind of ask us, "Hey, what's your favorite superhero, Grub?" And mine was Spider-Man. So, and all the time when it came to our birthday, she gets like Spider-Man stuff. I got like a Spider-Man art kit or something. I got like one of those Spider-Man motion sensor alarm situations.
Nice.
Like those were things I remember. And then in addition, I do have a comic book to quickly show because rest in peace, Cartoon Network. That's another reason why I'm doing this. Because I don't know if some of y'all know the Cartoon Network got discontinued, but this is what I got. So this is the Bakugan series that was on. I think I got to remember what year Bakugan first came out. It was like during my early years of whatever. So, but yeah, that's Cartoon Network's Bakugan. It's similar to Beyblade style stuff, but yeah. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
No,
But
I'm just reading the little note he sent me, so I appreciate it.
Okay, but that's Bakugan. I actually didn't buy this or find it a free, but I found it. Well, I did kind of find it. We had a laundromat up in the town where I used to visit, and the laundromat guy, the owner, he says, "Hey, there's a special something for you in the free book bin I know you're gonna like." Me and the laundromat owner were pretty buddy, and he was buddy with my mother, so best friends. And he pulled this out. I'm like, I'll take. So okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. Love you though, buddy.
You should have flipped it the other side, so I know that there was a letter on there in the bottom side.
You still found it.
I know.
I trust you.
But yeah, just
I trust you too.
Yeah, just real quick. This is the inside. Could y'all be showing the inside of comics sometimes? This is kind of the inside detailings. It's classic manga stuff. I know manga's not really the go-to comic book stuff, but this is really all I have to show that I haven't shown you. I kind of showed you guys all I had.
I flipped all the books upside down, so I don't know what the hell is here. Okay.
All right.
Look at the draw situation.
I go. I'm gonna shed a tear already for what's over here already. So
Jesus, dude. All right.
Hey, I'm a very emotional guy.
No, nothing wrong with that. I'm just like never seen you cry before. So
no, hey,
you personally. So.
Again, I'm not saying I'm gonna cry. I'm shedding a tear. That's not crying. That's
the same thing. I mean, I haven't seen you shed. I haven't seen you shed.
I read his message. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir, and I appreciate Julie a lot more.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry, but I just like busting my balls. Sometimes.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, ready.
Let's do it. Are you gonna stop talking? Done.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, another 25 center.
Yeah, Thor became my second best superhero later in the years. So.
Oh, you're talking again. Oh my God, you're killing me. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Wow, he really turned on us.
Put the mic back on, fucking guy. Just do it. I'm only kidding.
So you are, huh?
Oh, number 300.
300.
Oh yeah.
300.
Oh, it's on the hammer. So 300th issue. That's a hell of a promotion.
Can you still get? I wonder if you can still win a Toys R Us shopping spree.
I don't think that's possible anymore.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, now to kind of add on to that, I know that the market basket I have for our store does these Toys R Us calling competitions, but as far as that goes, I'm not so sure. So,
are you ready for the next one?
Yes. Flip.
Oh, psych.
Oh yeah.
That would be
Jenny Frizen. Yeah, done by Jenny Frizen.
Yeah.
Great cover.
Is it Jean Grey, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the name. Okay.
Sometimes
Fine.
called Phoenix or Marvel Girl.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix. So
Also, yes.
yeah, sorry. Okay, we got. Oh, this is one I'm
Early
not so
X
sure
Factor.
about.
That her name is Boom Boom.
Yeah.
I like that. She
They were
kind of
running out of names in the 90s.
I mean, the way her glasses look, it reminds me of an X-Men.
Boom,
chick.
boom.
That might actually be
They're-
late
they're-
80s. Actually, now that I think about it.
So the Boom Boom Girl reminds me of an X-Men chick. They wear similar glasses, has that long yellow coat.
Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee. So
Mhm.
that's what
They have
she
similar
kinda
power sets as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, basically making little explosions.
die.
Yeah, there were some dye issues. I think you said you needed.
Hold
Am I
on.
right?
What is that?
I hope I didn't send you like JP's books.
That is. Hold on. I'm trying to figure that out.
Dye issue 8.
Oh, it's like just labeled die.
The comic is called Dye. Yeah, DIE. Like thing you roll when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so it's a Dungeons and Dragons comic per se.
It is definitely about role play games and characters who get trapped kind of Jumanji style in a game for
Yeah,
a really
I
really
actually
long
saw that
time, and
movie
how
going up
but it's more like psychologically horror based in the sense that like it's impacting them, and they make it home and then they have to go back again.
That makes sense.
But the thing is, they went in as they were kids, and they came out except for one person.
Yeah,
and they went back in when they were adults.
Yeah,
to save him.
It feels more Stephen King-y than Jumanji's comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, I mean, I loved it. So.
Yeah. R.I.P. Mr. Robin Williams. Continue.
Oh, thank you. Nice.
Batman Superboy, you say?
That is so awesome.
Man, y'all making me want to watch Batman, and I don't have those VHSs, man.
The animated series, you mean?
Brave and the Bulls. I want to get all of them. Honest to God.
That's another one. R.I.P. Val Kilmer. Man, so
Yeah.
miss him.
Are
Continue.
you ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Continue.
No, continue. If you have something to say,
You
say
realize
it.
you can keep showing books while he talks.
Like,
It
I'm
all
done.
works. It all
I'm
happens.
done. Continue. Flip.
Yeah, baby.
Batman Lois Lane.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Is it
Batman gets around. I was just reading the Wonder Woman issue
mean-
recently, and he was basically flirting with Wonder Woman.
I mean,
Okay,
that's
I don't
kind
understand- I don't understand this cover. Okay, it's
I don't know.
Metallo, but he's
Mm.
putting his kryptonite beam onto Batman and it's hurting him. I don't understand that. Unless that's
Me neither. The other thing I don't understand is why is Batman with Lois Lane? Like, wasn't she like Superman's girl? So
no. They always did Batman and a person.
yeah. So okay.
So I got to read this one.
Hey, you might as well flip. Batman and Guardians of the Universe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
more
cool.
green kryptonite ray being hit at Batman.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. I agree with Tony on that one. How would that hurt Batman though?
He's weak. Weak sauce.
He's just
You're
a guy with a lot of money. That's like,
Yeah, he did say in that one movie, was it Justice League, where he said, when Barry said, "What's your super?" He says, "I'm rich."
you
true.
think? I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Ready?
Mm.
Break one of these.
Yeah.
Don't break one of these.
Yeah, I heard that little crack. I'm like, "Oosh,
Yeah,
man, that's so aggressive," you know.
You know what I said? I said, "Fuck me, yeah."
I heard you. I'm not gonna like comply.
Yeah. All right, we got champion. Hold on, it's called Champions, right? Who's on the cover? But I'm still trying to get educated on my super.
Black Goliath.
Black Goliath. I kind of figured him, but who's the other guy?
Iceman. It was Hercules. A Black Widow. They're all there.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, that's Hercules. I recognize it because there were a couple of
that's
Hercules
massively
comics
cool.
I got back in the day.
And this is, I mean, it's got a little roll on it. Other than that, this is in good shape.
Careful, Tony. You're showcasing the bottom. Like the bottom of your stack was showing. I just want to know you. Let you know you were kind of showcasing that.
Next one.
Yeah, flip.
Sorry, I had to grab some back to boards.
Oh
Anyways.
yeah, I want this one.
Superman goes to the dentist.
I always wanted this one.
Oh my god. Poor guy. I
To
always
be
say
a
that.
dentist.
I always
I
wanted.
mean,
This.
I only say that from my perspective, given my dental visits. I guess it would hurt a
Mightiest
good.
man on earth be overcome by a mere toothache. For astonishing answers, read the Kryptonite Connection.
Kryptonite connection.
Also,
Damn.
in this issue, there is an Action Plus with Green Arrow.
Was Green Arrow going to use his arm as a toothpick? I'm just kidding. Continue.
No, there's 3 more left. Ready?
3. 1, 2, 3. Flip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's some artwork right there. Intimidation look like.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah, that's an intimidating look. I wouldn't want someone like that staring at me. I'd run. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd
Next
probably
one?
run. Yep. Flip. Superman gets
Ooh.
hit by a what?
Ex-pal Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, okay. I kind of figure who Jimmy Olsen is, just not coming to mind at the moment. I remember a name of Jimmy Olsen, just it's not 100% in my recognition.
And it features the Newsboy Legion and the Guardians, which is a throwback for years ago, years before this issue came out.
Hold on, don't tell me who Jimmy Olsen is. I can always look it up. So hold on.
It's Superman's buddy, the photographer.
He's the cover reporter. He takes a lot of pictures.
Okay, good point. I probably shouldn't. Probably wouldn't have gotten a straight answer from Google, anyways.
Are you ready?
Last one is right.
Last one, and then there's one more thing in the box. Ready?
Oh no, let's continue. Flip, boink. Is it the thing? Oh, it is.
Nothing.
Number 11.
I mean, that's fine, but what is that guy riding? Is that pterodactyl or is it something else? I mean,
see. Okay, so Rocky.
So I'm a very curious guy. So
Ranger.
Oh, so the hero on top is named Ranger, right?
No,
Sure.
Space Ranger, and that
like,
thing.
actually, I think it's great. I think it's the thing without being all stone, and he's with the Space Rangers.
That's cool. There's only one other kind of Space Ranger reference I remember. It's the Power Rangers reference, but yeah.
Okay. All right, so I still got this. You ready?
It's a box with toys in it. I like toys, especially when they're being showcased. But good news. So.
Oh, okay. It's a loose figure.
A loose figure. Okay. Showcase. I can't say flip because that's not what I would say physically. But yeah, showcase.
Oh yeah, I forgot I sent that.
Is that that's Dr. Fate, right?
Nope.
That's Nova.
Nova. Yeah.
I made sure that I sent Tony a Dick Rider.
Yeah, you have to send me a Dick Rider. And he has different hands depending on how he wants to ride his dick.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay.
Sorry, his name is Richard Rider.
Rider. But see the bottom.
Okay.
The bottom of that?
His friends call him Dick Rider.
Dick.
Yeah, I can see why. Look at the package on that.
And the bottom depends on how he wants to ride his dick. You know, he wants smooth or whatever. Strong.
I don't shame him.
No,
I don't even. A man's got to do what a man's got to do.
There it is.
Oh, because the hands you got on him are straight. You can't grab anything that way.
Yeah, Dick Rider is
it's
definitely not
official.
just straight.
It's official. Oldwolf is clearly an alpha male in this situation. You animal,
Dude.
yo.
John, look at me. Don't fucking what's in your hand right now. Fuck that shit. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
love you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you know that. Nice. I'm so happy.
Dude, I'm
for
wearing
you.
these tomorrow. I'm literally wearing these tomorrow.
What kind of socks are they? You keep
They're
flashing.
they're really comfy, yeah.
What kind of socks
I
are they?
have a bunch, you sent me a bunch of these things. These are nice.
What
your
socks are that? Okay,
Yes.
sorry.
They're from a
What's
company
up?
called
Send me any
Stance.
samples he wants to send out and I'll critique them and the whole nine yards.
They say
My brother
vampire
worked-
on them?
My brother for a long time worked for a company called Stance, and they had a lot of cool. They still do have a lot of cool like copyrights. So they were doing all of the Marvel, all the Star Wars, and a lot of the big sports, like not the stuff that the athletes necessarily wore on the field, but the stuff that the fans could buy, right?
Yeah.
So they in this case, those are Aston Martin themed socks.
And they're called vampire?
They're super comfy. The company is called Stance.
Yeah, but I'm looking at what they said on the toes.
It was the letters for Aston Martin Racing,
Okay.
Martin AMR. Sorry, AMR.
Okay,
Okay.
so James Bond drove an Aston Martin,
He did.
and then so that and that was brought up with Rod, with his cars at at the garage and everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So, now I get an Aston Martin friggin' socks.
Just for you, Oldwolf, I'm gonna pop one of these because you said something about the ring pop, and just to honor
Pop
you,
it open. Pop it open.
and because
Pop
you're
it open.
such an awesome fellow to these kids that trick or treat, I'm gonna pop it, and I'm
When
gonna
you
do
pop it
it.
open, I'm going to actually put them.
I haven't reviewed
Put all
that
these
flavor
books
yet.
in my collection right now.
Well, you should
Yeah,
put
make
me on the big screen because I got a lot of stuff to share.
I'm gonna get
You
the
can do your thing. I'll do my
Good.
thing.
I grabbed the water.
Hey! Although I
Hey,
realize I have that power too. Look, I have
This
this
is-
power. I can do a lot of things.
What?
I have all the
Why don't
power.
you do that?
I control Tony's channel whenever I wish. All right, friends, welcome to the show that never ends, and this is John's turn to drive.
So it's like
train
never
wreck.
ending story. So it's a never ending story situation.
It's kinda. That's fair. So I got lots of stuff to share here. I'm going to start with my only new comic book day comics. I got two. I picked up the new issue of One World Under Doom because I am really enjoying this story, and now we've got
Are you really?
Dormammu showing up on scene.
What was Dormammu? Wait, Dormammu, wasn't that the
He's
monster?
an evil god. He's an evil god. He was in the first Doctor Strange film.
Yeah,
He's the
that's what I
one
was
that Doctor
thinking.
Strange has to trick into a loop over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's
at
what
the
I was
end.
thinking. I recognize the design of his face and stuff.
Yeah, and he has a son who is currently in the comics attending Strange Academy. Doyle
is it-
Dormammu
Oh, the demon
in the
god has
Strange
a son.
Academy series, which is basically like Marvel's Harry Potter universe, if you really want to think of it that way.
Oh, funny you
It's
say
a
Harry
great
Potter.
comic.
Funny you say Harry Potter because my stack on my showcase involves Harry Potter. So, but continue. I'll wait.
Nice.
But
So
one
I
thing I
grabbed
want.
this.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
go
hate to
ahead.
cut. I also wanted to tell Oldwolf the review of this ring pop drink real quick because I know.
Yeah,
Kat mentioned
hit
this.
it. I'll report. You go ahead. Give me your review.
Yeah, I just tasted it. I'm gonna taste it again because it's very good.
What kind
But-
of flavor notes?
It's watermelon.
Ooh.
It actually does kind of taste like what you would taste if you had a ring pop.
Ooh,
It's
okay.
got that flavor, just without the hard texture. It's liquid. I kind of guess it would taste like what would happen if you melted it in the liquid form, but obviously in a better bit of harmony. It's really good.
Nice.
I don't have any problem with this. That's
good.
That's a 10 out of 10 right there. And I know it's kind of bland to name something 10 out of 10 at the bat, but no, that's on the 10 out of 10 title. But
For sure.
yeah, like, dude, that's also. Oh, and another thing I should mention: these are limited editions. So,
Nice.
and they were at Dollar Tree of all things. So,
Save the
Hey.
cans. You can sell them on eBay.
nah, I don't sell stuff on eBay. I'm not quite sure how that works. I don't do well with stuff like that.
All
I
right.
just buy it on eBay. But continue. I'm sorry.
The other single issue that I grabbed was the new issue 1 Exquisite Corpses from Tinian or Tinian, depending on how you pronounce James Tinian the third's name.
What's that one about?
I have no clue. I'm excited to read it. Look, I see samurai guys in masks. I'm just
That's
like,
kind of what
let's-
happened when I first
bring it.
purchased Homicide, and that had evil Eddie involved, evil Ernie involved.
I mean,
So-
but the truth is, like James Tinian, I've enjoyed pretty much everything I've read from his indies stuff, so I kind of feel confident that I will enjoy this as well.
Yeah,
you
I
should.
picked up the bag version. I don't know if I'm going to continue.
There's
Okay.
a bag version.
Yeah, there was a bag version with a card.
Yeah, that's the one that a lot of people bought those blind bags from.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Grab that the whole blind bag thing. Continue.
I also grabbed a couple of trade paperbacks. My shop always has 50% off trades, and I snagged
I
this.
got that one actually at one point. I remember.
Yeah,
the cover.
this is the storyline where Flash Thompson becomes Venom and it becomes this Agent Venom warrior.
Yeah, that's what I remember having.
Rick Remender wrote this, and I've never read it. And the first hardcover they had, the first 6 issues, I guess 5 issues.
I didn't have that
half off.
Yeah, I didn't have the hardcover. I had the paperback that came in with issue and issue. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna really enjoy it. But I'm not gonna give any spoilers.
I hear great things, and I love Rick Remender as a writer, so I felt confident.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, dude. Also, real quick, I want to give you credit and props about your little sign back there, the John Comics for Kids. I just got to ask, is that custom?
So yes, a buddy of mine works at a shop where they make cardboard boxes. So if your company has a very specific statue you want to ship, and you got to have a specific box shaped a specific way, he's the graphic designer who designs it in the machine, and then the machine cuts it out of cardboard. And so he spends some of his spare time making cardboard signs for friends, and he made this giant cardboard sign for me. I've got a few others in the room. I've got an R2-D2 over there. I got a Game of Thrones down there. My girls had like Let It Go Frozen kind of ones and Star Wars ones in their room. So
plus,
sorry, we didn't say hello to the great Legend.
That's what I was about to say.
Legend
I was like,
house Legend. I'm sorry.
What is up, Legend?
All these freaking books are from
Tony's busy, and I'm opening things.
I'm sorry.
Respect for the OG,
legend.
The one and the only greatest of all legends.
Yeah, he is the great legend.
He is.
Legend,
so the next,
I beg for your mercy. I'm sorry. I'm just too busy doing all this shit.
Don't make me mute you. Don't make me mute you. The next thing I bought has been out for a little while. And I bought a second copy. I have 2 of this hardcover, and I bought them because the writer of this comic book is coming to my LCS on Saturday, and they're signing stuff. I bought the hardcover for Kanto. This is a great fantasy series if you haven't read it. David Boer is the writer. He's been doing Ghostbusters lately. He's done Dungeons and Dragons comics for Dark Horse. He's a really great indie writer. And of course, I have the entire hardcover set. All 5.
Oh God!
volumes.
Someone been busy.
It's a phenomenal read. The 5th volume just came out, I think 2 weeks ago. So he's coming to my LCS. I'm getting all of them signed, and I'm gonna I bought an extra one. I'm gonna get a volume 1 hardcover signed, and I'm gonna give it away to one of my channel members at the end of the month. So
I'm gonna have to buy a membership, but
this hardcover is gonna get signed. And sent out to the homies in the community, and I'll have my whole 5 sets signed. But beyond that, this is a series I've loved for a long time. I got issue 1.
Oh God, he's got graded.
I got that 9/8. I sent that in to get graded myself, but I'm gonna take a second print to get signed. I'm gonna take a third print to get signed. I got several. I'm going to bring maybe even a second issue, to get signed. I'm going to bring a bunch. These are all my Kanto single issues.
So what do you looks
like he's got a lot.
What are you going to do after you get them signed?
I'm going to keep them. I'm not giving these away. I mean, maybe I've got 2.
I'm not saying that. Are you going to get them slabbed or anything like that?
No, I don't need that.
No, I respect that.
I don't need that.
The keeping them, I mean.
I've got a third print of the first issue, and I might get 2 of them signed and save 1 for a giveaway at some point. I don't need doubles of stuff, so there's definitely some in here that I would love to maybe pass along. One that I will never pass along. I have a great TMNT homage cover. Freaking gorgeous.
John, I have a question.
This fun VHS cover. Con exclusive that David signed for me. I've met David a few times.
I've got a bunch of VHS.
Mr. Boer is very nice.
Dude, I love VHS. I've got a couple on my showcase.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple on showcase.
That is all stuff that I'm going to probably bring to have David Boer sign when he comes to my shop on Saturday. I'm very pumped on that.
Okay, but are you done?
You want to share something real quick?
Oh no, if you still continue.
I got a lot here.
So should I go?
You want to do a quick? Yeah, why don't you do a quick?
Because I don't got
much.
Before you make me big, I had a question regarding what you had in the background.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I saw something in the background that caught my to your. Which hand's your left? I know some things are reverted.
Well,
So
hey,
that-
stop this. What are you doing, Tony?
I don't think it was him, but anyway. So that's your left. So it'd be your right. That I'm looking at the right side. There's a comic you have where a woman's this like all reddish kind of deal. It's like it's underneath your X-Men with the Captain America.
Yep.
By
Wonder Woman.
oh, I thought it was like
I
that.
I just
I
posted
thought-
these today.
Yeah,
Okay.
she did.
See, at first I thought it was the demon girl from Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought that's what it was, but you
I'm
got
a big Nakayama fan, so definitely some of those floating around here.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't sure because
No,
again,
I love it. And if you look really closely,
the best part on that wall.
I was going to say, if you look really closely, there's Tony's head right there.
Oh my God! Easter egg! Easter egg!
That's
Easter egg.
Tony's. That's Tony, right? He's
Dude,
always
Easter
right
egg
there.
confirmed.
And he appears
Easter
on
egg
my
confirmed.
Instagram all the time. You'll see a photo of a book, and in the corner, off to the side, is this dome, this shiny dome.
At that point, it's not where there's Waldo, it's where's Tony.
All right,
All right.
let's see some Scorpion goodness.
Dude, I've been waiting so very long to have enough stuff to showcase because you know I'm not going to showcase one or two things. You know, I like to have variety. So I got a little stack here. If you see anything I've shown before, please let me know because I know that there's going to be something that I double showcase, but I know that some people haven't seen some of these. This stack has PC games. I know this is comic book, but I don't really have a lot of comics. But it's still media, so. I have PC games. Some of them are retro based. VHSs, and as I said, there's a little Harry Potter collectible in here. And I think for better recognition, I'm gonna probably show that last the Harry Potter collectible, even though it's like not the last in the top. All right, let me start with these square style PC game cases.
Right.
Some of these were bought on eBay. Some of them were bought dirt cheap from a thrift store. The first thing I don't know if you remember Delta Force at all.
Yeah.
I think there was actually a Delta Force movie with Chuck Norris the last time I checked.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, but this is the one Black Hawk Down. Let me look for a year. We're talking 2000 number square, so I think it's 2. And this is the game, Black Hawk Down. This is the game yeah, it's the PC game Black Hawk Down. I actually tested on my computer.
I didn't know they even made a game called Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, they did. It's from 2002, and the game actually works on my PC. I just haven't had time to consider playing it. I just mainly wanted to test it on my computer to make sure it worked. So, okay, there's that. Now, the next square case is actually an accidental pickup because I thought it would work. But judging by the fact that it says Mac on the label there and on my computer's a Windows, yeah, that was a letdown.
Oh, drag.
Oh, I recouped. Don't worry. But look, this is the original Star Wars game that I played when I was growing up on the PS2.
What's the official title?
Lego Star Wars, the video game.
Okay.
That was one of the first ones I played. Okay. Next, like the Black Hawk Down, this was also at the same thrift store I went through. This is a game I actually vaguely remember from childhood. My grandma's actually playing this and actually introduced it to me.
Your grandma did?
Yeah, when she was like, on the computer all the time. She had I think it was on like a gateway computer, if I remember right. And she had a gateway computer. She'd say, "Hey, kid, your boy, come check out this game that grandma's playing." And she showed me this. I'm not sure if it's the same one because this is the second game of it, but it's called Super Collapse. You like they fall into place. You just press them. If a certain color pattern, like 3 or more, was together in one ballot part of the pile, you press them and they explode. But sometimes you get like a bomb that you can explode to get more points. And then eventually, when you get to layer levels, there's bombs that are colored and all that. So. But yeah, that's a game I remember my grandma gave me into. There's that. Next, and I'm showing this. I probably showed this already on multiple channels, but I'm only showing this because, heads up, Doom Dark Ages was released today for Xbox Plus and all that. So that was the third game of the newer Doom remakes. There was Doom, and then there was Doom Eternal, and now there's Doom Dark Ages. I want to showcase this for that reason. I actually did a live stream of Doom 64 this morning and completed the rest of Doom 64. And let me tell you, the final boss was hard.
Oh, was it?
And here's the thing, but before I continue, Can some of y'all explain this to me? Because I was on level 24, right, when I started to this morning's live stream. And yet somehow, when I completed level 24, I somehow got boosted to level 28. It was weird.
Yeah,
it
that is
definitely
weird.
was. It
Why are you
definitely was.
complaining? Why are you complaining? You got bumped up like 3 or 4.
I mean, I'm not really I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. Like, that's weird. But at the same time, I'm not. I'm glad I beat the game. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to see what more of the game was like, you know? Anyway,
Sure.
besides the point, Doom 3, the original Doom 3 versus the Dark Ages that came out.
Right.
This game I owned on Xbox 360 growing up. Well, not really growing up. I played in high school, but pitta patta. That was like when I was 18 or 16. And I'm 27 now, but teach your own. This was the exact game that I had brought to school because I wanted to showcase it to some of my friends and see if they knew anything about it. And it wasn't any of my friends that told me what it was my nerdy teacher that told me about it.
Shut up,
because
teachers.
I'm not gonna give out his real name. I'm just gonna give out what we call him in class. Was Mr. Sassafras? That's what we called him. He hated it, but at the same time, he loved it. So I called him Mr. Sass for short. So, but I showed him. It's like, dude, that's a good game. And he looks at me, he goes, right when I'm about to leave it by, he says, "Hey, he's like, Mr. Stewart, wait, come here." I says, "What? Am I enjoying it?" He's like, "No." He's like, "That game, if you really want cheap thrill, wait till like a night when it's super dark and play in the dark." I looked at him and I says, that's a really good idea if I want to have an anxiety attack. Thank you. I'm going to kindly decline. So, all right, next is the RPG games, the regular rectangle.
The bigger,
games.
yeah.
But I'm going to kind of organize them so we can get the one that I mentioned before, the XL pickup. So I eventually got the Windows version. So
nice.
now you say nice that, but prior I found 2 copies of this at the same thrift store. That one was an eBay purchase, but yeah, I now own these 3 Star Wars games on Steam because reasons. Because I guess they run better, but Now I own this one on Steam regarding the fact that Star Wars Among kicked down 1 point. And this is another one I own.
I heard that was a great game.
Oh, dude, tops. I actually have the second game to this somewhere for kids. I just didn't have time to grab it. I didn't want to be a burden, but I'll grab it and showcase it another time. This is Star Wars Battlefront 1. And in my opinion, though, the Star Wars Battlefront 1 was the best one. Like, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is okay because you can play as Jedis, but what of advice, though? When you're like in the Naboo setting, playing as the hero section, don't play as that one because all you can do is play as a Gungan, like a Jar Jar looking character, and all they do is throw grenades with a detonator. It's like, no. So there's that. Don't want to showcase that one. I'm going to stick this one in the drawer for a sec while I showcase the VHS. There's a VHS regarding Cartoon Network. There's actually a physical VHS that has been in my mother's possession, not a random separate copy that she's bought recently. This is the actual physical VHS she's had since our babyhood. And she passed it down to me, and I'll explain how I know in a minute. Then I have a movie that is supposedly nostalgic about me, and I don't know nothing about, which I'll start with that. West Side Story.
Oh,
some of you may know this, but
iconic, classic. Yes,
I mean,
iconic
my mom did. I know it's an iconic movie, but it's not something I recognize because again,
Maria. I just met a girl named Maria.
Yeah, it's not something I recognize, but I definitely am considering watching.
No, music. I love a good musical. Man.
The one thing I'll need before watching this is to get a new VHS rewinder system because mine, as we say, shit the bed. A couple months ago, actually last year. So once again, new VHS rewinder system, I'll start playing those again. Okay, before I get to the main classic that my mom has had for a while, I'm going to showcase this.
Nice.
Got it, because RIP Cartoon Network, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw y'all showing Space Ghost. Wasn't that... I know that wasn't a direct Cartoon Network, right? I'm pretty sure they showed that partially on Adult Swim at one point, right? I don't know. It was a long time ago when I saw it once on that same channel number, but all right. Time for what I'd like to call the holy grail of my VHS.
All right, here we
collection.
go. Strong
Yes.
finale.
Space Ghost was in the 60s, and they brought him back on a talk show, whenever, and it wasn't the same thing.
Yeah,
Brought
I kind
Bird
of
Band
figured.
back, and they brought
Yeah.
back, as a lawyer, and they brought Space Ghost as a like Johnny Carson type of thing.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like, so okay, we're gonna show the Holy Grail VHS, and then we gotta show the thing. I always talk about Harry Potter. The only reason why I'm showcasing the VHS is first is because Okay, so this is the VHS my mother has had since our babyhood, and the
Oh
reason
yeah,
why,
Tigger movie. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
dude, I was talking to one of my friends on the YTVus. He didn't even know there was a Tigger movie. He's my age.
I worked in a video store, so I know all of this stuff.
Well, let me ask you something. Did you ever work at Blockbuster when it was around? Please tell me you did. Please tell me you did.
No, I worked at Hollywood Video, the opposing brand.
I mean, that was still classic.
It was better for employees than Blockbuster wasn't nice to their employees. I could watch PG-13 movies in the shop and nobody would give me. I watched Lord of the Rings all the time in the shop. People didn't.
All right, well, yeah, here's a couple things about this VHS visual you can see. Now notice the rip here. That rip is not a rip. That's one of me or my siblings' teeth marks when we were kids because we teethed a lot. The other thing you have to understand is there's stains on it from whenever we are eating some sort of snack. This right here was frosting from my birthday. You see this little smudge there? That's from whatever pudding.
I love the personality now it has.
So I already know because I remember every little detail about this. But the best part about it, the golden thing about it is, like, look at the VHS. It's pristine. That VHS has been pristine all that time. And let me take a look at this year because I don't remember what year it came out. I think it was 2000 or something. I have to look on the back. Okay. It doesn't say on the back for some reason, or it does. I just can't see. I'll look it up later. That's besides the point. But yeah, that's been around in my family for a while, and she passed it down to me because I'm gonna tell you right now, none of my other siblings are as diehard of the retro kind of stuff as I am. I mean, my mom showcased it to all my siblings that I have in the household, but I'm the only one that really stuck with it, And also, I'm the one that's most special needs, so. But anyway, next, the moment you'll Harry Potter fans of rare, prepare to have a nostalgia orgasm, my dudes.
Oh yeah.
What's the matter? Y'all think it's just a box? Okay.
That's Order of the Phoenix, right?
Yeah. But that's not what's gonna give you the little. This is what's gonna give you your orgasm.
What?
That, my friends, is all the ones in keychains.
Wow.
I know some of them.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Like you have here, which is the Elder one. I think the one next to it is Harry Potter's one. You have the Bone one, which is obviously Voldemort's. You have that snake handle one, which y'all know from Chamber of Secrets when Malfoy's dad pulls out that wand from
it's out of his cane. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of them, I'm not 100% sure whose ones they are, but yeah. But yeah,
that's
have the ones I know are Harry Potter's wand, the Elder wand.
Well, that's a strong finale, man. That's a strong finale.
Yeah. Well, to explain, my sister was getting rid of these.
Oh.
And it's kind of hard to believe because she's like a diehard Harry Potter fan. I'm like, damn, that's not like her. So,
all right. Are we ready for me to continue?
One more thing
One more thing.
Childhood favorite book.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Right.
Isn't that from the same guy that did Goodnight Moon? And
yeah, it is actually.
I wish I had Goodnight Moon.
And Tony's out here reading the smut version of all of these.
Yeah, baby.
Bruh, I like you, man. That was good poetry right there.
Great stuff, man. Great stuff.
So, John, you got something left?
I got 3 unboxings. Oops, sorry. We got Wizard. What is that? I can't read that. I'm not wearing my glasses.
Random pickup from a freebie because I'm just that tedious. So,
hey,
Wizard's Handbook. They feature different things. Like I think they feature scenes from Hocus Pocus, like Lord of the Rings. A scene picture from Willow. I find that. Yeah, you go ahead and show us. When I find it, I'll let you know.
All right. Because
All right. You need to wrap up, Tony? Do you need to end?
Yeah, because I got to work.
Where you at?
Oh, I found it. God's plan. Y'all remember that from Willow?
Yes. Yeah, he's the wizard in his little village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only watched Willow once, but I do remember that.
Well, Tony, I don't need to unbox this stuff here. If you want me to save it for another place in time.
Actually, I get out here myself because, again, it's 9:45, and because my adopted brother didn't get home tonight, chances are the little one and the wife are going to go home go to sleep early. So,
all right.
But Tony, thank you so much, man. You always great. And same to you, John, man.
Yeah, sure.
Y'all is great. Y'all is gracious, and y'all is great. So, big up all you.
Nice hanging out, buddy. Have a good night.
And
anytime.
And Oldwolf, just for you, when I showcase this on my channel for an official YouTube short review, expect a shout out.
There you go.
There it is.
Also, in addition, I do have my mom's Mother's Day gift. Like, do you think I did good on the writing there?
It's
a Pokemon card. And it's Mew. Not Mewtwo, Mew. It's a gold foil card. Plus, I noticed there's a Deoxys card in there that they included, so. Mom doesn't have.
All right, brother.
Know.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, buddy. Stay safe.
Did someone boot me? Because my mouse is blocked.
No, I got you. Boom. All right, so Tony, I don't have to open all these. Like I got three unboxings. I got.
Oh yeah, whip them out, baby. Whip them out. Whip them out.
All right, I'll go back to big screen. I'll go back to big screen. Here, where are we at? This way? No, this way. This way. All right. So first up, our friend Jeffrey Comic-Con sent me a box. He's like, "Hey John, I got something I want to send you. Can I send this to you?" You know, when the Comic-Con rings up, you got to answer.
Of course.
So I got a little baggie of goodies here first.
What's in the baggie?
I don't know, buddy. I see some pins and some keychains. Oh, I see some dope stuff. Oh, I don't want to. One other item. Oh, I see what's happening here. I got a whole set of TMNT masks here.
Ah.
So I got Leo.
Is that something you want?
I got Mikey. No, this is not stuff I won. This is stuff he sent me. I got Raph. And where's Donnie? Where you at, Donnie? There he is. And Donnie. Well, that comes. It looks blue, but it's not. Where's the blue one? Those look the same color, but they ain't. I gotta fix my.
Yeah, what blue was it? Oh, okay.
So I got a whole set, and then I got a second set. Oh, I got 3 sets. Oh, so he hooked me and the girls up. Each of us has a set of TMNT masks that are pins. Like you can put them on your blazer.
Oh, pins. They're pins?
Yeah, little pins. And then some keychains.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated, sir. And some secret identity. I guess secret identity. What is this? Oh, it's the LCS. I think he's been working at Secret Identity Comics.
Oh, that's cool.
There's some cool stickers. Look at that. That is dope. Thanks, bud. I gotta say the TMNT pins. Those are pretty freaking dope. And then there's a small stack of stuff going on here. I don't know what this is. They seem smaller than comic books. Oh, these are posters. Yo. Oh. I'm going to break something here at my house.
You're in California. What do you do with those plastic bags?
My brother, I just almost lost like my entire computer setup here. I don't know that I'm worried about a plastic bag right now. My brother in Christ.
You need me.
Yikes.
Yo, you need me. You need me there. You need
that
me
was
there.
Nearly a traffic accident. My wife's stuff keyboard fell. That was exciting. A little excitement for you.
Get mad at you. She's gonna.
No, these go in the recycle, my homie. He sent me some posters. This one says Phoenix. Oh,
nice.
Right off the bat. Some Storm, some Colossus, some Oh, this is the Phoenix Resurrection series. Oh my gosh. This is all posters, yo. Look, these are all posters.
Shite.
I don't know that I can keep all of these, but I can definitely send some of these out to people. Holy
Yes, you
crud.
can.
Oh, look at this Captain Marvel Quesada. This cover is gorgeous. Look at that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Holy crap.
I've been to your house. You don't have enough wall space for a little.
I don't have enough wall space for this. I got one that says X-Men Black. Should we look at it? It says, ooh, the Mystique cover for X-Men Black. It's, oh, no, I ripped it.
Ah! Sacrilegious.
A pox on both your houses. My God, it did not want to open up. These are the J. Scott Campbell covers. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. And I ripped that one. Oh, what a jerk. What a jerkweed.
You're killing me. You're just freaking killing me.
What is this one? This one's not labeled. Let's take a look. Without ripping it, my gosh. Oh, Nick Fury. Look at there he is.
Yes. That's the son. That's the son.
Is that his son?
That's his son.
The black guy is his son?
Yes.
Is that the comment that you're is that fact?
Yes.
I got a Marvel Voices.
That's
I got a Squadron Supreme. No, that's a Sinister. Do you need my address to send me those Campbell posters? Well, I mean, I just ripped one, Chad. I don't know if you want it now. Friggin' moron. I was too aggressive. Squadron Sinister.
Oh, Sinister.
Squadron Sinister.
Yeah. Too aggressive.
Yeah. So I got a ton of posters here. Ooh. So I will have to find a way to start sending these to folks because I can't possibly keep all of these. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, you don't have the wall space. You have too many bookshelves for all your freaking trade.
Okay. And then here's the big prize that he sent me. The big item. The reason I think he sent this to me. Because he messaged me, he said, John, I saw this book. Have you read this book? Well, I think I tilted my camera in all this excitement. He's like, have you read this book? I was like, no, I've never even heard of it. He's like, I'm sending this to you.
Ah, Lost.
Back to the Island. The complete critical companion to the classic TV series. You know your boys.
Yeah, you're reading that, Bumpy. You're gonna read that.
Holy crap, gang. This is legit. Holy cow. Holy, as Bearded would say, holy buckets. This is the jam. Holy crap.
So
Thank
are
you.
You gonna read that one? Are you gonna read it?
Yes. This is pure summer reading. I'm gonna plow through this over summer. You can guarantee a review at some point on my channel of this beautiful masterpiece. Holy buckets. Jeffrey Comic-Con, as always, way too generous, sir. Way too above and beyond. I don't even know what to do with all this goodness except for apparently send some of it to the Barbarian Kung Fu. So you just watch yourself, Chad. You just watch yourself. All right. This is the rest of what I have to share. It's two things here. There's two parts to this. Firstly, I won a prize.
From whom?
Good thing that you asked. From Comics Limited. Our friend Travis Vick on Instagram, Comics Limited, was doing a giveaway of a bunch of variants. Which variants? You say Tyler Kirkham X-Men.
Which variants?
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you asked.
Oh,
connecting variants, and done in the style of the 90s trading cards.
Awesome.
My guys. So, of course, in the bottom corner, you got your Gambit doing the kick. You know this pose. You know it.
Yeah.
You got in the upper corner, you got Bishop and you got Jubilee. Come on,
okay,
you know this.
Whose
leg, you ask? Whose leg?
Yes, I'm asking.
Where is he? Where's your boy? Oh my goodness. Come on, John.
Whip it out, John. Don't be shy.
I mean, it's this guy's leg. Wolverine's
leg
fighting Magneto. Each of these books is, so this is the Wolverine one. I showed you the Uncanny X-Men one. I showed you another Uncanny X-Men one.
Can you put
We've
all
also
the
got.
covers together? Can you put all the covers together?
I definitely can. They fit together. There's your Rogue on another Uncanny cover. What is up, Mark the Cuddy Sark? Good to see you, Mark. We got adjective free X-Men with your Nightcrawler. He's got 3 swords. Why? Because he's got one with his
How
tail.
does that work?
He's got his tail. His tail is holding
tail,
one.
oh, wait. Look at his tail. His tail's all the way to one side.
Yeah.
How does that hold? Oh, I see it on the other side. How long is that motherfucker's tail?
As long as his girlfriend wants it to be, baby.
Nice. There you go, baby.
Of course, in the other corner, we got your Cyclops blasting at Magneto.
JP, he would love that. He would love that.
I'm not giving these away. These are connecting, baby. You got your Cable versus Sinister with the Cable cover down there at the bottom. Cable, Love and Chrome.
Ooh.
So there's 9 of these, yo. Then there's the Jean Grey with Sunspot. And then I saved one for last.
I'm waiting. Storm.
There she is, Queen and Beast together.
So
Beauty and Beast.
Is there any way we can get your kids, whatever, to hold all of them together?
Not in this moment, but I will promise that on my Instagram for Throw Your Sets Up Saturday, I will be photographing all of this in one sort of aerial. I'll probably need a drone photograph to capture the image. But shout out to Travis at Comics Limited for an awesome giveaway. There were so many people entered, and I had no clue that I won. And then several people were messaging me, "Hey, did you notice you won over on Comics Limited?" And I was like, "What's going on?" And that's what I won. 9 connecting variant covers by Tyler Kirkham, recreating the original 90s comic card Danger Room set.
That is cool.
Freaking dope. All right, last set. Are you ready? We're going to get under 3 hours here. We're going to do it.
You got it.
Do
it.
I bought a single comic. One single comic. I don't know where it is. I think it's this one. A single book from my friend Justin Birch, who is a letter. He does lettering, right? Yes. Justin Birch is awesome. He sells comics. He collects comics. And he had a book that I've been looking for a while. It's The Birth of Jonathan Kent. It's the first appearance of Jonathan Kent.
Nice. So he did a lettering of that one?
No, he did not. He was selling this. And I was like, look, I would love to have it. He's like, look, $10 and we'll do some shipping and we'll make it happen. And I was like, yes, that's a steal. I will happily do that. And he's like, look, John, I also have some other stuff I'm going to throw in. I'm like, yeah, you throw in whatever you want to throw in, Justin Birch. You are a king among kings. And I needed this comic and I was happy to have it. But here's where it derails, because this is a lot of throw-ins. And I have not looked at these, but I saw the corner of a Silver Age X-Men book. So let's dive deep, friends. First up, we've got Kitty Pryde in her bozo costume. I think this is the story where she tells a dream. I don't know if this is an upgrade, so I'll have to compare it to mine, but this is a beautiful looking copy of X-Men issue 153.
Okay, you can just send me your throwaway.
You do you, buddy. You do you. But let's keep going. Another book that I love, great cover. This is X-Men 180, Storm and Kitty Pryde. Mohawk era Storm, right early in the Mohawk.
Oh, they make her hippie.
They do.
She gets some nice hips.
Is this Paul Smith? I think this is Paul Smith. Oh no, this is Ramita Jr., isn't it? Yep, JR. Early JR. All right. Yes. Thor Storm. Thorm. It's what's that boxer who has the lisp? If Mike Tyson pronounced her name Thorm, it's Thorm. Of course, I have 2 copies of this, but this is gorgeous, and I will have to add this to a giveaway at some point because it's unfair for me to keep all of these beautiful books. But yes, this is Giant Size Annual number 9, where Storm wields Mjolnir. Meow meow. All right. We're coming up on 45 seconds left in this.
You got it. Let's do it.
Finish strong.
Ah,
brother, he threw in an insane book. This is X-Men 15. Holy crap. I don't care if it's a reader. I don't care if it's bent out of shape. I don't care if it's got spine ticks. Justin Birch, you are an insane man. You are a wild man. And I thank you in a massive way. I do not have this book. I have issue 14 for Sentinels. I do not have issue 15. So huge thank you, sir. I cannot thank you enough. But first we got to say goodbye.
You know, all my girlfriends say he'll break my heart, but they don't understand. No, they don't. Not really.